Gato. Hello, Roxy. Hello, Oxide. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hello. Pardon my horrible nails. It's the winter. How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello. 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 Morning. Am I winning? Are you winning, gang? Are you winning, gang? Well, you know, am I winning? Oh. This, sorry for the really bad light, but my office does not have good light for painting. Also, Beacon is pretty loud. Yeah, it is. Right. You're absolutely right. Let me lower that a little bit. I think we should listen to something else, though, right? Let me see if I can find the. Chaos Gate. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the follow, Speed Wagon. How you doing? The Royal Speed the Wagon. How you doing? Welcome to the congregation. Hello. Hello. Chaos Gate OST. This game is so old, I'm sure there's no copyright on it. Dominus. It's very good. It's good music. Let me get rid of the BGM. There we go. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Speed the Wagon. How you doing? Is this too loud? It might be too loud. This is the Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate soundtrack. Very based music. How you doing? How's your I was gonna say how's your Monday, but it's not Monday. Let me try to fix the camera. Let's see here. The camera focus a little bit. I think I had it on like 7, 8. Yeah, this is pretty okay. Working for a bit, then I'll figure out how to start with your morning. Yeah, that's sort of relatable. That reminds me, I was gonna commission. If you're open for commission, I would love to commission a low poly model. You thought it was Monday? Yeah, same here. I want to commission a low poly model from you because I saw Ray's and it's really, really good. So I'll get in touch with you if and when you're free for that. But this guy, God, yeah, the lighting is absolute trash. So I had to lower the white, what's it called? The white balance. No, wait, I didn't lower the white balance. It actually fixed itself. Okay, there we go. Let me fix this. Hold on. Oh my God. White balance. Come on. There we go. This is a little bit better. Yeah, I will hit you up. No worries. I painted this guy a little while back to kind of try out. Oh God, this is very loud in my ears. Hold on. I'm gonna lower my volume. I can't even hear myself talking. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's glorious Sunday, the day of the sun. And he's done with Slapchop, so this took maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't know. I was listening to the audiobook for The Exorcist. Very good book, by the way. God, yeah, no, this is not good. I have some photos of him that look way better, where you can see stuff. But this is a kind of a scuffed setup. It's still very, very loud in my ears. Hold on. I'm gonna lower the volume even more. Yeah, here we go. Now I can hear myself think. Jesus, that was loud. I'm getting old. I used to have everything on 100% volume. Now I'm like, oh, it's so loud. It's on 10%. Ooh, right. I'm gonna polish up this guy a little bit because I got to do his nails. Obviously, they're just green. I'm gonna do the spikes in his little cap that are pointing out. And yeah, same, right? I'm very happy with how the red cable came out, but most of this is done using the black primer. I'm using Vallejo's primer because I am not going out in minus 10 degrees to prime my models. This is really good. I can recommend this, and if you have bio, whatever it's called, where you like remove the paint, this goes off super easy. Very, very good primer. I like it. I like paint on primers anyway. My Orkz themes, that's a good question. I used to, way back when I painted Orkz a long time ago, I used to give them all like differently made, different camo patterns on their pants to distinguish them. But I don't know. I mean, these are commandos, right? So they're very sneaky gits. This is from the Kill Team starting box, Orkz versus Death Corps of Krieg. So this is the Nob. This is the top git right here. I love him. I should maybe not have painted him first. I just went, okay, I'm gonna use mostly browns because, you know, bags and pants and stuff, but then I wanted a bright orange on the cap. Contrast not so great for bright colors. You paint your orcs as anime cosplayers, very base, Roxy, very base.
Praise the best, you point is absolutely right. Oh, I'm the biggest on the bush.
That's how you get him. Oof. I'm not 27 anymore. But yeah, this guy is very, very quickly painted. I haven't even based or primed the other ones. I have all the models put together. I kind of want to paint the little goblet. There's like a goblin, sorry, there's like a grot here. Very tiny little guy. I like his design. This is not the ideal resolution, but I mean, my camera's not great. I might invest in a better camera, but I might invest in better lighting to begin with, because I have to have like a table light here. Because it's the winter, so sunshine is not exactly very readily available. And somehow I always get the cravings to paint during winter, which is not ideal. Oh, it just ended this song there. This guy is also painted using Slapchop. I'm actually very proud of how he came out. This is from the command squad of Imperial Guard. I really, really like the brown of his clothes. I was a little bit on the fence because it's not quite as, the colors aren't as bright as I'm used to. I tend to paint with very, very high pigment paints, like make them very stand outy. And this guy definitely does not have that. Like, he's very pale, I guess, desaturated, I guess. Very saturated colors. I like saturated colors. So for a little while, I was like, ooh, this did not come out well. But you know, it's grown on me. I like it. It's fine. So Slapchop is super duper easy. Let's actually do a little orc in Slapchop just to show how it works. I'm gonna go with like a normal boy, axe git or axe boy, whatever they call it. I don't know. I don't play the game. I don't like playing the game, and there's a big reason for that. Like, I played with people who are absolute garbage people. They should not be allowed to play games. They would spend every waking hour thinking up new cheesy lists to field against poor innocent frogs. So not a big fan of that. Let's get the large base brush. That's fine. So the thing with Vallejo's primer, brush school tracker, is Goku's the strongest, and since he's the biggest, he's Goku. Exactly. Yeah, he's Goku. But I mean, Piccolo is green. Also, I watched like I think the penultimate or the one before that, like episode 24 of Tiger and Bunny, and there's literally a scene in that episode that completely mirrors when Goku sacrifices himself to stop Raditz. I was like, this is literally shot by shot, line by line, the exact same dialogue that Goku and Piccolo have. It's actually kind of based. I liked it. Very nice tribute. I'm not gonna drill any holes in in my barrels. I was looking to get a drill, but I couldn't find any. But I hate that stuff. I don't like it. I'm very lazy when it comes to painting. Well, not lazy. I'm very grindy, but I'm not very good at like the technical stuff, I guess. So Slapchop really works wonders for me. I'm trying to keep this guy in camera, but I don't know if you can even see the model because this camera's not very good. It's a C920. It's an old Logitech. Hey Logitech, how about you actually release some good software that isn't shit? Did you ever hear that? Did you ever hear that one? Logitech? I hate Logitech. They're literally the webcam equivalent of Wacom Intos. Yeah. Is the music okay? Is the audio volume good? Oh, thank you for the headpad, third party. I'll put it on right away once I finished base coating this guy, because I do not want to stop middle of it, but I will absolutely put on the headpads in a second. I'm just kind of slapping it on good, because the thing with doing it this way is that you don't really have to worry about getting a build-up unless you go like really heavy with the coat. You can just, because you're using a brush, it's very difficult to get too much paint on, if you know what I mean. Like, definitely thin your paints, but when you're doing the primer, don't worry too much about it. And I like priming with black because I always get really good results priming black. I tried to do priming with Wraithbone for a little while due to the contrast stuff, and it looks very thick. Like, I don't know how to explain it, and I watch every video and they're like, oh yeah, you just gotta get a very small layer in, but I hate that. I want everything to be covered. I want everything and the grandma to be covered. I can't even see if I covered everything now though. Let's do the sand as well on the bottom. I just put some basic sand that I had lying around for the bases. You can get some pretty good result by dry brushing bases. So this is my favorite. Streaming at this hour on a Sunday. Yeah, can you believe it? It's 11 in the morning. I should be sleeping. But I was eating. I made some really tasty chili con carne. Chili con carne. Yesterday, and I just with chicken, and I wanted to eat more, so I got up all bright and early to eat some chili con carne. This is classic 40k music. Like if you recognize this stuff, you're definitely part of the old guard. You're probably an old neckbeard. What are you even doing here? Get lost. There's no room in this world for your kind anymore, old man. The age of neckbeards has ended. The age of VTubing 40k has begun. Okay, I think this guy's pretty much covered. This dries ridiculously fast too. Music a bit loud. Oh, okay, I'll lower it in a second. Give me a second. I gotta get rid of the black on this brush here. Not that I'm gonna use this for anything else, but you don't want to have paint on your brushes, bruh. It's like painting rule number 101. Oh, you can actually kind of see reflections in the plastic. Yeah, this is the lid of an old Thai delivery box. We focus on quality here. Is this better? Is this better? Is it too quiet? Looks fine to you. Not perfect, but fine enough. Yeah, that's the motto of this channel. Not perfect, but fine enough. Let's get some head pats going. I was. Have you guys ever used an epilator, by the way? That's how I get rid of my body hair. And let me tell you, it's one of the top 10 most painful things you can do. It's literally waxing slowly. Put on your glasses, okay? I will. Fine. Frogtuber. Wait, I can't see my screen. Okay. Yes, there we go. Head pat. Okay. I'll put on my glasses when I feel like it. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this guy is just gonna dry up a little bit, and then we're gonna go on to the dry brushing. Because what you do with this is you dry brush gray on him, which is what I did with the Imperial Guard officer I showed you guys, or veteran. I think he's a veteran. I don't know. And then with this orc, what I did after that was I dry brush white on top of that. But with the gray, you want to get really in there. Like you want to get a very even coat of gray dry brush, because that's going to be like your foundation color. So you want to make sure that nothing is completely black, unless it's like in deep recesses of the model. Because if it's black, I think there's a part of that here. Yeah, on the backpack. I think you can see it, but this part here I missed with the dry brush, so it doesn't pick up the colors when you do the contrast paints. Also, I'm slowly working to change my paint to Vallejo, but I am, if nothing else, I am scared of change, and Vallejo is scary. I'm used to Citadel paints, so I'm not very keen on switching. Should we listen to something else? Should we listen to like Hololive music? Is that gonna get me a copyright strike? Okay, I have a lot of extra primer here, but the primer is not expensive. It's really cheap. The Vallejo primer is great. As you can see, like it's already almost dry. There's some wet spots still on the model. What do you guys say? Should we listen to? I'll bring up Spotify. And I'll bring up lo-fi so we can get like a little window telling us what we're listening to. Oh yeah, it's down there in the corner already. How bass is that? Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. Whoop. There we go. And we'll listen to, I think, Hololive original songs. Here we go. I'm just gonna turn off 40k music. We like Hololive. Shiny Smiley Story, nope. Is it too quiet? Might be good. Is this too loud? I don't like this song. Okay, there we go. There we go. I want cute music. I like Kelly just fine, Calliope, but I think the only song of hers that I really like is Red. So we can actually cue that one up. Let me see. Picora. I love Picora. Fucking monkey. Here we go. Let's go with Red. Fuck Yoshikage approved grabbers. Human error, how you doing? Hello. My fingers are not in a good condition right now because it's cold and dry. And I immediately got pain on my fingernails. Of course I did. Yeah, while we're talking, so this guy, what I did with his skin is that I don't even know which green I used, now that I think about it. Let's see here, where are all my contrasts at? Wait, did I not put my... Yeah, I have them here. This is Striking Scorpion Green, I think, on top of Creed Camo, possibly Orc Flesh. Sorry for screaming. Orc Flesh. So you go Orc Flesh, and then you go Striking Scorpion Green. The thing is, orcs get darker the older they get, right? Their skin goes dark green. So I'm not sure if I want to use the same kind of hue for his boys, because oh god, this song is so good. This song talks to me. It speaks to me. You know, Dark Angel Green, is that darker than yeah, it is darker. I think I might have used Dark Angel Green actually. Let's go with Orc Skin. Ooh, pardon me. Let's go with Orc Skin. But first we're gonna dry brush it with gray. So let me get my paints out. I'm gonna get my paints out. I'm gonna get my paints out. We need well, we have Orkz White here. That's good. Although I still think I'm gonna be using Yo Mr. White. My well, we have Gray Seer. It's not too bad. We can use Gray Seer. It gives like a little bit of a warmer color. Pallid Witch Flesh. Man, I got a bunch of colors. Fenrisian Gray. That's like a bluish gray. I don't want that. Okay, we have... Where is it? Administratum Gray. This is the gray I used for this first layer. And then I used Mr. White Yo, which is just Vallejo's White. But I've literally had that paint for like... I've had the Mr. White Yo, like, I'm not even kidding, almost 10 years. And it still hasn't dried. Vallejo, what the hell did you put in your white? Which kind of demonic deal did you make to get this white? Where is it? I'm trying to find it. I got this paint stand, Vallejo paint stand, ridiculously overpriced by the way. It was like 40 euros for a bunch of cardboard. Oh, we have Dawnstone here. I'm looking for... Where did I put it? Where's my Mr. White, yo? Yoshikage Kira. Oh, there it is. Oh, I had a bunch of paint over here too. Oh, hold on. I got Play Bear Flesh here. Nice. I use that one. Snake White Leather. Oh wait. Yeah, I have so many paints and they're all over the place. I have no structure, no order. I'm literally a creature of chaos. Okay, so no paint stuff down. Okay. This is good. That's good. I wonder if you can like, I wonder if Slapchop works on Necrons. I wouldn't think they would, because like metal doesn't really work that well with Slapchop. There's like no contrast metal, obviously. Yeah, we're doing Gunpla? Georgie, it's Georgie. Kind of, we're doing Orkz. Doing Orkz. Space Orkz.
Roar, I'm the biggest one, the best. I'm the Goku. Goku's the strongest.
Oh, that's right, I was gonna do some finishing touches on this guy. I guess I'll do it soon. Peko Miko, Peko Miko, Peko Miko. Peko, 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 Peko. Kompeko, no, kompeko, horai sankse no, sarapeko, rapeko, da amo. Kompeko, horai sankse no, sarapeko, rapeko, da amo. I cannot talk like her. Gampra. Oh, Georgi. It's Georgi. Georgi. Georgi? It's Georgi? I pronounced it wrong, but okay. How am I supposed to pronounce it then? Gampra. Okay. Okay, this guy's dry. He has a little bit of a glisten to him, but I think that's mostly just the black. Yeah, he's dry. That took like what, 10 minutes tops? So we're gonna start dry brushing. So let me get my dry brush out. I have this brush actually is pretty good because you want to have like a softer dry brush for this because you're really Momo, how you doing? Hey, look how fast I can say Momo. It's like I can do the Buddha. Tokyo Tomare. そして時計が動きます。ロードローラーだー。Sorry. Nom 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 nom. Okay, let's that's enough stalling. Let's go with Administratum Grey.
Catch a ducker, boys. Wigs going killing. Orkz are made for killing and stomping. Orkz are made for fighting and killing.
Okay, so to dry brush, let's get a little bit of household paper, baby. Let's go some base paper. Some base. Man, I'm not part of your system, man. Okay, and then you basically want to get rid of a lot of the wetness. You still want to have some of the pigments left in your brush. You don't want to have any wetness in the brush. Although it's really not that bad for this level of dry brushing, because you wanna get a lot, but you don't want to have like large swaths of paint. This might have been a little bit too much, but that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Dry brushing. This is like a tank dry brush, I think. You can see when we do this, all the details really start standing out on the model. Oh, this weird Orc car game. There's a Gorka Morka car game coming out. Nice. This Gorka Morka game coming out. That feels like a very natural, like a racing game with orcs. Like what is it called? Murder. No, it's like oh god, it's like this really old racing game where you could literally kill Carmageddon. Oh, that was a game. Carmageddon-based game. In Germany, they turned all the civilians that you can hit with your car into zombies, by the way. Did you know that? And they had green blood, because Germany has weird laws regarding that. But yeah, Carmageddon, that was the good old 90s. I used to play with like the biggest truck, and I would just get in the front of the line, and I would just stop the car and go backwards, and just crush everyone. This guy, did I not paint his chest? I must have, right? Or was it still wet? Might have still been wet. Oh, it's fine. That's skin. So skin is not gonna. Skin is a bit weird when it comes to dry brushing. Or when it comes to slap chopping. Left 4 Dead Zombies just mosh pitting to death. Oh, I love this song. I really like this song. I don't like the I don't like the VTuber, but I like the song. She's a little bit too weird for me. Might have used a little bit too much. Might have. That's fine. This is an orc. You literally can't fuck up orcs. You just go like it's war paint. It's disappearing when you throw a Molotov at him, man. German censorship laws are weird. Yeah, definitely might have used a little bit too much on this guy. But it's okay. We still get most of the details. And something you always gotta remember when you're painting Warhammer or miniatures is that the only one who's gonna care about the really small details are the judges of Golden Demon and you. Literally no one else, not even your mom. If you go show your mom your model and be like, "Mom, look what I made," she'll look at it once and be like, "That's nice, sweetie. When are you gonna get a job? When are you gonna move out of the basement?" So like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. The only one that's gonna see all the flaws is you. Orc model kit bashing stream when? Ooh, yeah, that would be cool. I have some Gundam 00 Gunpla lying around, which honestly would make for some pretty cool kit bashing stuff. But I'm not very good at kit bashing. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Well, that boy ain't right. Okay, now we're. Okay, let me just inspect this guy a little bit, because I'm a little bit concerned about the chest area of this guy, or the torso. I kind of feel like I missed painting it, but I didn't. Was it too wet when I started painting him? It's possible. Might go another round over the legs. You can't really see anything because the light is garbage, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine. And yeah. No worries. Yeah. So let's get some more gray. Maybe I should have gone with a smaller brush. I don't know. Very, very, very auto-tuned, by the way. I love auto-tuning though. Great music. Great sound. It's like a sound in and of itself. Yeah, how's everyone's Sunday going? I had a lot of fun yesterday playing golf with Professor Bloom, even though he absolutely annihilated me in a game that he's been playing since he was 5 years old. You all know he never played anything else, right? That was like the only game he had, and he played it for 20 years until he started making money. And even then, he kept playing it every week. And it's like, it's nostalgic. It's like, no, you're coping. Okay, let's get a smaller brush for the. Yeah, this is a really messed up base brush I'm gonna be using, so I'm gonna use this for white. Let's go with Orkz white. I'm gonna give this white a try. GW. No, actually I'm not, because I think it's already dried. Let me shake it around a little bit. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got red again? Oh my god, I'm only playing from this search? Okay. That makes sense. I should have realized. I like red. What can I say? It's a good song. Enslaved to My Ambition? Very relatable. Very relatable. I mean, you go through life and you're like, okay, I gotta find the purpose of my life, right? Some people go to religion, some people go to making crafts, some people just want to be famous before they die. Like personally, I want to leave some kind of legacy. I want people to remember me when I'm gone. Although, I'm not gonna die. Pretty sure I'm gonna be the first person to live until I feel like dying. Don't tell anyone else, but I'm gonna live however long I want. I'm not gonna be a victim to some arbitrary fucking law of nature. Humanity didn't crawl out of the primordial soup and master life and death to just have nature go like, no, you're gonna die now. Like, fuck you, nature. I die whenever I feel like it. That's just like, we're literally the masters of this planet. Like, yeah, okay, fine. We're on a smaller scale, we're definitely not. But we have mastered. There's like nothing short of something we ourselves make that can annihilate us. Even if the environment dies, we're still gonna be around. We're not gonna have a nice time. We're not gonna like it, but I think it's gonna be very hard to kill out all humanity. And something that will kill out the most of humanity will absolutely annihilate the rest of Earth. Like, you got to go hard if you want to get rid of humanity. We're intergalactic cockroaches. So, that being said, I'll die when I feel like it. And I don't feel like dying. I've never felt like dying. That's something I've stuck to. I'm too important to die. I'm too full of myself to die. So what I'm doing now is I'm doing a very light dry brush. Well, I say very light, but this is pretty harsh. I'm doing a dry brush of white on top of the gray to get like the edges. So this is more like an edge highlight kind of thing, and also big open spaces, because big open spaces catch more light, right? And that means it's going to be brighter. But this will help give some depth to the model, and make the edges really stand out when we start using the contrast paints. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not great at painting. I'll just say this right away. I sound like I know it. Oh God, no. There we go. Immediately I just used way too much white on his ass. Well, it's fine. He's gonna have bright pants. He's gonna have very bright pants. It's a happy little accident. Let's make those pants really bright. Let's make them stand out. There we go. He's gonna have, this is Mr. Bright Pants right here. Just a happy little accident. Like, when you're painting figurines, you gotta be like, yeah, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I put a lot of money already into buying these guys, so I'm not gonna let some 2-bit nobody on the internet tell me that I'm not doing a good job, because I'm painting for myself. I'm painting for me. And the judges of Golden Demon. Which is, they're a horrible group of people. And everyone knows that only turbo virgins are really good at painting miniatures, right? Everyone knows that. We're not turbo virgins. We're just regular virgins. We're virgins light. Or diesel. Well, diesel virgins. Okay, let's I have a friend who does like edge highlighting. He played the Black Legion, I think they're called. Chaos. Like Chaos Undivided, and Black Templars. He's like obsessed with highlighting black models. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, who hurt you when you were a child and kept hurting you all until your adult life to make you like this? And he's like, no, I just like it. I'm like, wow, well, you're wrong. You're so wrong. You're so weird. Like, that boy ain't right. Okay, I think this has been a very quick slap chop. It's called slap chop because you're just slapping on stuff. You're not supposed to make it look good. Like, I would spend hours on every model back when I was painting using like just paint and some wash, some oil. And let me tell you, not oil, ink. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You want to slap chop it, you get more stuff done. The stuff in your brain just goes like you get the happy feel. You're like, yeah, man, I actually did something today. I'm not leaving a model unfinished or looking at it in shame and be like, I gotta go back to this model at some point, and I don't even like it. Okay, I feel like this guy is pretty much done in terms of like, oh God, this is so bright. I'm so sorry for the shitty camera. But as you can see now, because of the white, we get an even stronger edge highlight in this guy, which is really going to stand out when we start using the washes and the inks, or rather the contrast paints. It's all the same thing anyway. I think we're going to start with the skin, right? We're going to start with the green. I almost dipped my brush in my coffee. That would have not been nice. Unfortunately, my Froppy mug is getting becoming worse and worse, so I'm not using that mug anymore. It's been relegated to holding pencils and pens. So now I have a Uraviti mug. I will never ever forgive the author of My Hero Academia for creating such a great cast of characters and then just shitting all over it. He's exemplary. Like, that's the thing. Like, so many animes and mangas have such a great premise, and then they just can't follow through with it. Like, this would have made an excellent short story. Why didn't you just make a short story? No. We gotta make 30 tankobon. We gotta rival Dragon Ball, which was 42, which, you know, once upon a time was actually a lot. One Piece is like 110 or something, but 120. Okay, I mean, this guy is looking fine. Well, let's go skin first. So we're gonna start with orc flesh, good old contrast orc flesh, and then we're definitely gonna use either striking scorpion green or possibly plague bearer flesh to make him a little bit paler. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna go with this one, plague bearer flesh, after the orc flesh. So we'll see if we can make him a little bit of a paler green. I don't know if it's gonna work. If not, whatever. It's just a model. C'est la vie, you know. Let's not spill any paint on the desk this time. Okay, Kuku, that would be cool. Shade brush. Old, but still in a good condition. I don't do well with brush care. I'm bad at it. Okay, let's see here. You gotta really like Can you guys even see what I'm doing? You gotta really like slap it on here. Slap on that paint. Don't be scared. Just slap it on. I'm gonna raise the desk a little bit because I can't see nothing. It's way too. I'm old. My eyes are bad. My eyesight is bad. Okay. This is not the ideal painting condition because I can't really rest my arm on. Okay, let's see if I do this. If I do this. Wait, this red again? Okay, I mean, it's a good song, but... Okay, see, already just one layer of contrast and it's looking great. I don't think you guys can see it, but... Okay, I'm changing songs. This is ridiculous. Okay. Okay. I want to put my arms on the desk. Okay, there we go. That's actually easier because then at least I can rest my arms on the desk a little bit. But I'm shading the model. Don't be scared of putting your finger on the model, by the way. Paint dries a lot faster than they say it does. A little secret they're trying to keep from you. The man's trying to keep you down, telling you should wait 30 minutes between each layer of paint. Like, fuck you. I ain't got time for that. I'll wait 5 minutes. I'll just spruce up anything that doesn't look good afterwards. Okay, I'm trying also not to dip my gloves into the brush. Now I'm really leaning in, so sorry if the audio is not great. Let me know if the audio is weird and I can try to adjust the microphone. But this is how I would paint this thing. I can't for the life of me do the really good little paint strokes that Duncan and professional like Warhammer figurine painters can do because I got shaky hands. Big old shaky grabbers. So I can't really do much with these. Let's see here. There's a lot of great original music content from Hololive. Like a lot of people just go like, oh, it's just this, we're just playing games. It's like no. They're dancing, they're singing, they're fun. They're very talented. Very, very talented. If they're not talented, they don't stand out. I mean, you gotta be talented to join Hololive or know people in Hololive. That also works. Let me move the microphone a little bit back so maybe the audio's gonna be a bit better. Okay. Already this green is like fine. You could, if you really want to speed paint, you could just use this green and then just stick with it. This guy's bare chested, right? Yeah, he is. So we're just gonna make this green too. It's also good to do this because you can kind of see the details, because sometimes a model can get really like hard to spot all the little details on it, which is not great, not ideal. Then you might accidentally paint his jacket green or something. But then that's the thing with Orkz. They're like, yeah, I love green so much, I just painted my jacket green, and it's fine. Like the Orkz are gonna be like, oh, it's down fashionable. It is. It's downright charming. I love Orkz. Orkz are great. Oh, this guy has like a scar on his chest. How cool is that? He's got a history. Probably pick a fight with a knife orc at some point. There's a guy with there's an orc with way too many knives. And I mean, I'm not the kind of person who would say that's too many knives, but man, that is too many knives. Too many knives. Okay, I mean, yeah, you can't see shit, but it's turning out pretty okay. I'm definitely gonna try to use the pale green though. I want to see what happens when I do that on top of this green. The good thing about washes too is that they're or contrast paints. God damn it, I keep mixing up the terms. The good thing about contrast paints is that they're very, very pale, right? No, I mean very thin. They're already thin, so you don't even need to thin your paints when you do this. Yeah, the gas mask covers this entire face, so we don't gotta worry about that. But you don't have to thin your paints with contrast. You just don't use a lot of paint. It's very convenient. It's very, very convenient. I love it when they don't have a lot of some models like the some orc models are very, very busy. They have a lot of stuff on them. This guy doesn't really. He's got his backpack and he's got like a couple of wraps to break up the big empty fields. But they sculpted the muscles really well. It's easy to tell what's what, and generally this guy's a little bit of a joy to paint. I like him. The joy of painting with orcs. Orcs are simple and blessed them for that. Yes, they know what they want in life. Orcs, you never find an orc goes like, should I not be wogen? No. I'm a wogen. It's kind of deterministic, so in a sense, it's kind of a like I would not wish to live as an orc because I wanna pave my own way and find my own goals in life. But some orcs still do that. You got free looters, like orc pirates and stuff like that. So even the orcs who stand out in their society, they still they still find their place. Also, like orc gene stealers tend to get naturalized, right? I seem to recall the reading that gene stealers generally don't really succeed with orcs because the orcish genes just kind of overrule the Necron genes or the gene stealer genes, and they become part of the WoG anyway. They can't really contain themselves. There's so much weird lore to 40k that I really don't think is canon anymore, or GW just go like, nah, you know what, let's not talk about it. Please don't talk about this. Okay, I think I've done, well no, I haven't done his neck. The Necron Pariahs, oh my god, yeah. Aren't they called nulls now? Are they still a thing, like human Necrons basically, or humans with like a Necron? I don't even know. I mean, to be fair, it made them very gene steely, and it doesn't really vibe with Necrons, in my opinion. Kind of a weird lore thing. Like basically humans born without any kind of presence in the warp. Like made from an orc. Ooh, that would be weird. That would be weird. An orc who doesn't WoG? He would die very quickly. He would die very, very quickly. Orc society is very self-regulating. In a sense, I guess it's a very like one note. But it's fine. It's fine to have one note. Like, if they started making Orc society more complex, it would lose its appeal, I believe. It has to be the way it is. You need something like that in the grim darkness of the far future. Oh, I forgot to paint his other hand. The Pariah gene is still a thing with this Colexis assassin. Oh yeah, the Colexis. Liberate tutamex inferis. Save me from this hell. Liberate tutamex inferis. Yeah, the Colexis kun. Man, assassins are weird. Colexis is the guy with the giant head, right? I love him. He used to be on TG a lot. Someone made a tier list a while back where they put me on TG, and let me tell you, I was like, yeah, that's on the mark. That's where I was on 4chan. Oops, did I actually mention the name? Yeah, that's where I used to be. I used to be there, and I used to be on B before that. Not a good time of my life. I used to be on D a lot too. Good old days. Good old days. That was years and years ago. I was not in a good place in life, I'll say that. I mean a marginally better. No, I mean a significantly better place in my life. Okay, we got his skin done, I think. We're writing a twit longer as we speak. Yeah, boy, you should. Okay, I mean, it's fine. A lot of... Man, you really can't see anything. Because all of a sudden, it's like bright outside, right? Kind of. But the light is like blue. It's weird. What is that? Third party, what is that? Because I said I was on D? Look, you've been on D. Don't pretend like you haven't. Good, it's good. It's a good subreddit, I was gonna say, but it's not a subreddit. Okay, let's go with the Plague Bearer Flesh, because this is a very high, it's a very strong green. Yeah, it's a very strong green. So we're doing this. I don't even know if it's gonna show. We'll just have to see. It sounds like an anime opening. Yeah, this is doing like nothing to him. This is way too pale. Desaturated. But we'll give it a try. We'll give it a couple of rounds. I mean, it might give a nice, cool shade effect, I guess. Yeah, the problem with contrast painting is that you have to put it on really thick on top of other contrast if you want to get like a noticeable difference. So I'm putting it on most of the like prominent parts of his body, the prominent part of his flesh, just to make sure that we'll see if something happens. This is way too desaturated. This is not gonna work. Yeah, the striking scorpion green is a lot brighter, almost like fluorescent. That's what I used on the other guy, and even then I had used multiple layers and be very thick with the paint. Yeah, I don't know. This is not. Hey Lila. Hello. Oh, thank you for the half hats. I'm very good. Thank you. How are you? Happy Sunday. I'm painting Orkz. Warhammer figurines. Painted this guy before, not today, but I am painting an orc. It's green. How you doing, Lila? Welcome to the stream. Maybe I'll use another green. I really appreciated your message, by the way. Your reply to my post a while back. I didn't say much, but it was really sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, I hit you by accident. Okay, let's go with Hex Wraith Flame. Let's go with this green. Yeah, I need to get a better lighting situation here. This I mean, it works great for me. I see a lot, but it's way too. Maybe the camera or like paint during the summer might be better. So let's go with this green instead. This green is gonna stand out way more. It's almost fluorescent. Yeah, this is the same green that I used on the other guy to make him more bright green. Okay, you just woke up? Thank you. That's really sweet. Orcs, to be fair, orcs are very hard to mess up. They're very simple. There's a lot of brown with the leather and stuff. There's a lot of green, obviously, and there's a lot of metal. There's not much else to it really. I think if anyone ever wanted to start painting Warhammer, I would recommend Orkz. Well, I mean Orkz or Space Marines, obviously. Space Marines aren't necessarily very easy to paint. They have a lot of sharp edges. Might try adjusting the camera setting of this. Yeah, I'll you know what? I'll try to do that. I've been trying it a little bit, but I'm scared of messing it up too much. But once I'm done with this, I'll try adjusting it a little bit. Yeah, see, this is getting a lot more. What kind of paint am I using? I'm using this is acrylic paint. This is called a contrast paint that I'm using. It's made by the same company who made the models. They call it Citadel paint, but it's Games Workshop basically. And the thing with contrast paint is that it has this effect of getting thinner. It's very thin, and it will soak. It will basically darken in crevices, and it will withdraw from like highlighted areas, so it will naturally shade itself. Not this one so much because this is very bright. It's a very bright green, but it's a very good way of shading that so you don't have to do it manually. And the technique I'm using is called Slapchop. You see, he's like grayish white, and that is because I painted him black with something called a primer. I primed him black, and then I dry brushed like almost like with a makeup brush on him, white and gray, or gray and white rather, which serves to highlight all the like things that stand out. And then after that, it's just a matter of putting on this paint, and you get some pretty neat shading very easily. So I'm very happy with this technique, because it makes someone like me who's not very good at painting to get better results. Also, this guy, like I'm not trying my hardest, because then I would not be talking, coping. But after I'm done with this guy's skin, I'm gonna try to adjust the camera a little bit, so it can look better. I don't even know if you can. I mean, I guess you can kind of see me painting down in the bottom, but I have my camera glued to my book support. I have like a book holder because my desk is very full of stuff. Okay. My model's probably looking like I'm dying. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think, yeah, I mean, This is okay. Let me put him down. Oh, focused frog. Oh, I got a head pad. I'm sorry. Frogtuber. I'm focused. Exactly. Let me put on the head pad. We're also listening to nice little HoloLive music. Another head pad. There we go. I actually have, from my previous life, my PL, I have a little Amogus that I could. Oh, I need to find the mouse. Hold on, I'm trying to find where the mouse is. Oh, there it is. Okay. I can barely see my monitor, so it's like, okay, there we go. So let's see if we can adjust some of the camera stats, make it a little bit better. I think the white balance, almost like this, right? Because this is full white balance. If we make it like this is good. We can make it a little bit brighter. Contrast. No. How about new? Saturation? I don't know. It's gonna be very, very pale regardless. Backlight compensation? Maybe? Nah. Gain? Focus? You can zoom. Didn't do much though. I guess zooming, no. You won't be able to see anything. Exposure. Oof. Gonna blind everyone. Okay. I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm sorry. But, yeah, so we used two different greens now. The other green does not work with this. It just doesn't. But this turned out pretty okay. Like, it's obviously a lot more saturated than what you can see in the picture, but it gets similar skin. I think we got like identical skin to the other orc. He's a little bit brighter actually, I think. Very similar though. Yeah, let's go with this. This is fine. This is fine. It's all good. It's fine. So what we want to do now, I'm thinking the pants, right? I'm thinking the pants or the shoes. Let's start with the shoes. Are those boots metal shod? I can't tell. I think they are. But, well, no, though. They don't actually have metal at the bottom of the shoes. This is good. So we're going to use pretty dark brown for the shoes. I'm thinking, no, not Black Legion. We're not using black for the shoes. How about, Cyber Brown? You can make them blue. Let's see here. I have like choice. Yellow. You could have very fancy purplish red. But I think we're gonna go with Agaro's Dunes. Agaro's Dunes for the boots, for the shoes. Well, no, this is, hold on. This is like a light brown. We want to have that for the rope, actually. Well, I mean, we can use that for the rope as well. The rope and shoes. For the shoes, if we give the shoes a brighter color, they're going to stand out more. They're going to be a focal point, which will be great against the skin. Like, it will be, you want to have, like, things standing out, basically. Oh, yeah, this is a good brown. This is a good brown. So we're painting on. Again, we really don't have to be that careful. Ultimately, we're just painting for ourselves. We're having fun. Anyone who talks about, like, being careful, yeah, if you want to be careful, you can be careful. If you don't want to be careful, you don't gotta be careful. I really wish we'd all could just go back to that kind of childish, I'm proud of having done something, and it doesn't matter if it's great or not. I finished a thing. Look at me. I literally created something out of nothing. I teach English, but I also teach, I have creative workshop. I'm not in any way, shape, or form an artist. And I don't think I have an artist mentality to things, because I'm very bad at working at something for very long. And I have a very bad mental, my inner eye is not very good. Okay, well this is a good brown for the shoes. But I think I have one of the best pieces of advice you can give someone who's learning how to do art. I can speak from someone who's not good at art, from the perspective of someone who's not good at art, who's teaching it to someone who's not good at art. You're scared of drawing because I'm bad. I wish I could just enjoy it, be proud of trying. Yeah, drawing, I think, I totally feel you when it comes to that, because I don't like spending a lot of time on something that doesn't look the way I want it to look. So I absolutely feel you on that. Like, but that's why I do a lot of perler beads, and I do miniature painting and stuff like that. That's like different. It's easier to not compare yourself to others when you do that. Also, don't play the game anymore, so I don't see other people's models. Plus, I have a bunch of friends who suck at painting models, like legitimately. I mean, that's their words, not mine. So they've always been like they've been praising my my painting, even though I know objectively it's not that good. But I think the most important mentality to have when you're creating is that, oh yeah, I do perler beads. Oh, you do that too? It's so much fun. It's very relaxing. It's very mindful. It's like mindfulness. I love perler. The key is to accept that perfection is a kind of endless chase. Yes. That is really good. But you created something out of nothing. Like, even if it's ugly, even if you don't like it, you've created something. You should be proud of the fact that you created something out of nothing, right? And that's a powerful feeling, because that literally makes whatever you make is unique. Nobody else has ever made this. You created something out of nothing. You're literally a god in that sense. And I mean, that's a weird kind of mentality to have, but I think going in with that approach and being like, look, this is so much better than when it wasn't made, because when it wasn't made, it didn't even exist. How many of you haven't looked at like a very weird paint style or a very weird color scheme for a model and been like, man, that is kind of cool? And that's the beauty of being a creator, because you're making something that people haven't seen. And if you go like XKCD or whatever it's called, or if you look at the dinosaur comics, they're not necessarily amazing. And XKCD's been around so long that it's like so many of them are duds. But it doesn't matter. The guy made them. Like, he literally made the stick figure math science comic, and people go like, you know what? It's good. It's all about like the purpose of what you're making. And I think that's part of the artist mentality too. If you look at modern art, if you look at Dadaism, if you look at absurdism or abstract art, the reason people are doing that is not necessarily because they're not good artists. If you look at Picasso's stuff when he was like very young, he's a very, very, very good artist. Like, he was able at a very young age to make very realistic looking art, capturing depth and shading and color very, very well, proportions, everything. But the reason he did what he did was because he was like, okay, well, I only have this much time on this planet, and everyone has already seen this kind of art. This kind of art isn't new. It's not groundbreaking. It isn't interesting. It doesn't evoke anything. Like, the more realistic it is, the less thought-provoking it is. Because humanity has the power of visualizing ideas and concepts out of like heavy symbolism. We can look at something and see so much more in it, right? That's why he started doing that stuff. That's why people in the 1910s, 1920s did Dadaism, because they were like, we're gonna make something really absurd and childish, and you're still gonna be able to interpret it. It doesn't have to be realistic. It doesn't have to be high art. And then, of course, there's a lot of people who are very bad artists. Okay, I painted his pants brown. Not the most exciting color, but God, yeah. As you can see, I went with brown because we used a little bit too much dry brush on his pants, so they look kind of dark. I think I'm not so sure about the color of the shoes. I might put some brown on top of it, actually. I might put some darker brown on top of it to get a little bit of contrast on the shoes. Yeah, and then I'm gonna paint the buckles metal to make that stand out too. Okay, there we go. Forget to say it, but some film director once said in an interview that technical perfection and realism only leads to boredom. I mean, I absolutely think that like success through adversity is a thing. Like a big reason the Star Wars prequels feel very stiff and unrealistic is because, or not stiff and boring, is because the actors, for example, had like barely anything to act to. They only had like a rough idea of what they were reacting to. Like when Obi-Wan goes hello there and drops down. Is that no? General Kenobi when he drops down to Grievous. That whole thing when Grievous gets out all his lightsabers and Obi-Wan doesn't even react to that. That's because he had no idea that was happening. The actor had no idea what to do. So physical props, for example, allows for better acting. Like this is an established fact. And like Han Solo saying "I know" when Leia says "I love you," that was, you know, yeah, you can enjoy the prequels. That's fine. You're also like, you were my age when you saw them, probably when I saw the original Star Wars. So I'm not gonna hate on people who enjoy the prequels. I don't like them. I really, really, really don't like them, and I like Episode 1 the most of them because at least it was trying to be silly. But you know, I definitely think that a lot of the acting suffered because they were using a lot of blue screen and green screen, and you had the same issue in The Hobbit. Like I think what's his face, Ian McGregor, is that his name? Gandalf. He had like a minor breakdown because he was just surrounded by green screen, and he's like, I can't act like this. I can't. He's like a. That's why theaters are great. Yeah, physical props are amazing. If I want to see real things, I'll just go outside. See, we got some green on the rope here. You can't see it, but there's some green on there. I don't care. I legitimately don't care. We're just hanging out and having fun. This guy's gonna look great anyway, because everyone who looks at this aren't gonna be like, oh, you got some green on that little rope there. They're gonna be like, hey, that's a pretty neat model. That's gonna be the gut reaction, or everyone looking at this. And then you gotta have, then you're gonna get professional people who paint a lot, and they're gonna be like, yeah, that looks fine. And then if you ask them for feedback, they'll look at it a little bit more and be like, yeah, okay, you screwed up here and here and here. But nobody's gut reaction is gonna be, man, that looks like crap because the rope is green. Oh, Lord of the Rings Part 1, maybe, yeah. Or maybe, was it? No, I think it was The Hobbit, Part 1. Because Lord of the Rings Lord of the Rings Part 1 barely used green screens. Lord of the Rings had barely any green screens at all. It was almost all physical props. Like they made two houses. They made two Hobbit houses. Bilbo's house. So both actors could like walk through it and it will look the same. Oh man, okay, this one has... Okay, I gotta fix this. This little bag has some green on it and that stands out way more. I am gonna fix that. Because The Hobbit used a lot of green screen, but I don't think The Lord of the Rings used nearly as much. And like all the orcs were actual actors, except for like the massive battles. And they wisely knew not to use that engine that like rendering stuff when it was close-ups. That's the thing with Lord of the Rings. That's why it's aged really well, because almost everything is practical. I love her laugh so much. War criminal. Our little war criminal cannot possibly be this cute. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. See, now my perfectionism's getting through. I'm like, oh, I should make it more like this, or I should make it more like that. Like, nah. I'll just go through and slightly clean up some parts that are a little bit too green for my preference. There's a lot of Callie music. She's been very, very productive. Like, say what you want about Callie. Not my type of streamer, but she's very productive. I'm very impressed by her work ethic. And I mean, yeah, okay, she's using HoloLive as like a platform to launch her musical career. Based. Good. good. He deserves it. It's very sad to see the behind the scenes and see what actors work with. Basically nothing. Yeah. Hey Mog, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the paint stream. We're just painting. And you can't see what I'm painting because I'm bad with. Okay, what if I? No. I had to do some correction because I got green on some parts that shouldn't be green, and while I usually shouldn't care, they're pretty glaring parts. And the big problem with contrast. Oh, now I got a bunch of white here, but I'll just smear it out with my finger. The big problem with contrast is that a lot of paints really shine through. Okay. Okay, let's see. There's some white here. You can see. I don't know if you can see, but my fingers are super shaky. That's been like, oh, Mama Frog, hello, Spice New, hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello, happy jalapeno, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome everybody, I'm old Mama Frog. We're painting some Warhammer figurines, it's gonna be very nice. Painting some Orkz here. Well, I mean, I'm the biggest, so I'm the best. I'm gonna just put a little bit of white here on this guy's. You got a lot of straps all over them. It's almost like a BDSM group, if you know what I mean. Just gonna put the edge highlight back on these things, so you get a little bit of white there. It's all good. It's all hunky dory. Everyone's gonna be very happy with how this figurine's gonna come out. I'm alright. How about you? I'm hunky dory. I'm having a great old time painting with my friends, painting some Warhammer figurines. Pexatoris, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm Old Man My Frog. Old Man My Frog listening to Calliope Mori and painting some Orkz. Orkz are green, Orkz are made for fighting and winning. Well, I like the song. Okay, that's enough, old man. Old man McFrog. That's a 300-point redeem. I'm not gonna have it last more than a couple of minutes at most, you know? Bye, guys. Is that a bye, guys? Are you waving goodbye? Are you leaving? You leaving? Howdy, partner. Okay, I think I fixed most of the stuff, kind of. I'm using white now and not dry brushing, so these whites are gonna stand out like a bull in the Chinaware store. That's fine though. That's fine. Okay, so we fixed some of the green. You're not gonna be able to see it probably. McFrog is great. I love him. Old man McFrog. I let him out of the dungeon every now and then. He's just chuckling up a storm. I'm trying to not use too many colors either. So we only got 2 browns. We got 2 shades of green. And this guy here, he's been dry brushed. He's been doing Slapchop. Chop slap. Hi, Lulu. Painting, I see. Base music face there. I got all the Hololive songs playing in the background on Spotify. I'm paying for Spotify. It's okay, Lulu. Don't worry. How you doing? Good morning. Painting some figurines, I see. Vegeta hanging out with little boys in spandex, I see. Ugh. I love you, Vagina, but you can't keep doing that. It's true. You really are Super Saiyan lesbian. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball's PP, what are you even doing with your life? Just painted on a rhino? Oh, painted a rhino. Rhinos are fun. Rhinos are fun. They're very square and boxy. I love that design. Rhinos are like the tanks of the Space Marines. If you're not familiar, they're very square. I love them. They're like a little... It's so good. Oh, yeah, Dragon's Ball P. Last time on Dragon's Ball P, Goku, Krillin, and Gohan. And I hope they don't fight too much or something. I don't know. Let's paint the backpack. And the backpack is gonna have the same kind of brown as the shoes. We're gonna use a lot of this because it's not very bright, this brown. See, I made a whole line of white here. in the back. So it's gonna be very bright, but that's almost, let's call it an edge highlight and leave it at that. You also gotta keep in mind that nobody's gonna pick up every single one of your figurines and look at them very, very closely if you're playing Warhammer. Most of the time, you're only gonna be able to see them from like a couple of feet's distance. Hi, Lulu. I did the main part of the paint job in like 20 minutes. I want to paint more vehicles now, but I will stay away from it. Yeah, vehicles are fun. I want to paint more terrain. I think I would have a lot of fun painting terrain, to be honest. Because I like to add little details and stuff like that, but I like to paint bigger things since my hands are very shaky. And the problem is I usually rest my hands, wrists against each other. But the problem is I can't really do that now because I am painting for you guys. Actually, what if I lower my desk and do this? I can do this. This is actually good. So if you have a lower desk, I can lean forward a bit more. See, I'm much more stable when I do this. So what you want to do is you want to hold the figurine with one of your hands, obviously, and paint, and you want to rest your wrists against each other. Like, that gives you a very good support for your hand when you're painting. Yeah, this is good. I should have lowered my desk before. I thought I needed to have it really high. Yeah, this is, as you can see, this is a very, not desaturated. This is a very low, what are they called? They have a term for it when they have a lot of pigments. It's a low pigment color, so a lot of the white and gray kind of bleeds through. So you definitely need to be sure to apply enough of the paint when you're painting it. Is it too close? Good hand position to keep the painting. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So I was painting, I had no support for my hands. My hands were really, really shaky. I got some green on this backpack, but that's fine. It's a happy little accident. When we get the metals on anyway, the metals are definitely gonna overshadow a lot of the other paints because metals they stand out so much. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, let me alter the focus a little bit. So I'm like here when I'm painting, right? Ish here. Let's see if I can change the focus in the camera. Oh, yeah, this is good. So now when I'm painting, you're actually going to be able to see what I'm doing, right? Ta-da! My God, can you believe it? I should take a screenshot of the settings for this. Yeah, I'm using a lot of this Aragorn sand, whatever it's called, dunes. Because again, it's not a very strong brown, and we want to make sure that while we like the Slapchop, it can be a little bit intense at times, so we want to make it not stand out so much. Okay, we can actually look at this guy. Oh, the rope. I haven't done. No, I should do the rope a little bit more. It's Agaros dunes. I used to have like an insane memory for the paints of Games Workshop. I used to know like almost all of them by name once upon a time. Still, my biggest mistake I ever did was buy dripper bottles and transferring close to 200 paints and then realizing like more than half of them dried after like 2 years. And I was like, oh, these are gonna last me so long, and then they didn't. They really didn't. That's a lot of money. Each paint is like 4 euros. 3.5 euros, 4 euros. So you can imagine how much money that was. And that really killed my interest in painting figurines and miniatures for a long time. I got Creed camo here. This is green. No one more green. I mean, green is best, but not always. What are the browns do we have? Yeah, snakebite leather. That's a good brown. Hope you can't see my face on this, can you? No, you can't. Okay. The reflection. Drop bottles are superior, but transferring them is a hassle. I just switched to buying. Yeah. I transferred so many paints. I started by using a funnel, but then after a while I realized I actually figured out a really good way of transferring them. So I spent hours doing it. But again, yeah, most of them just dried. Very, very upset about that. Okay, so now we got snakebite leather. This is a darker brown. We're gonna use this for his leather straps here, and for some of the bags on the backpack, just to get a nice contrast going.
I don't want to have to, like, even with a limited palette, there's a lot of leather. Orkz are leather boys, they like leather. So there's a lot of brown involved with Orkz. So brown and green, lots of earth shades. You see how now the white line of the white line is a really nice edge highlight now, which is exactly why we do Slapchop. It's so easy, so easy. Compared to doing edge highlighting the old way, Slapchop is literally God's gift to mankind. Moses ascended the mountains and he said, "My Lord, edge highlighting fucking sucks." And the Lord said, "Fret not, my child, I shall send down upon thee the ultimate technique of edge highlighting."
And he invented Slapchop.
Is that heretical? That's heretical, right? I mean, it's not heretical if it's true. This is
Subaru, right?
yeah, it's Subaru. I love her voice. I love her singing voice. Subaru has such a sweet voice.
She's definitely a tomboy.
I love it when they got her to say, "But I'm a girl." Like Subaru-chan's a girl though. Like don't treat me like a boy. I'm actually a girl.
She was so embarrassed about it. I was just talking to someone about how I stopped dry brushing because edge highlighting manually gives you such a power grip, and I need to go back to dry brushing more and just manually touching up.
Yeah, the manual touching up is what put me off on dry brushing for the longest time, because I was never able to replicate it that well. But I was also being very harsh on myself. Also, it's quite possible that my my meds are helping me a lot. I take SSRIs, a very low dosage. I have GAD, general anxiety disorder. Not in any case severe, but enough to be like debilitating. When I get stressed out, I tend to tunnel vision a lot, and I get very, very anxious.
This song again? I don't want to listen to this again. Hold on. It's cute, but let's go with another one. There's so many other songs. Oh, nice! La Plus. Subaru is so cute. I love deep voice tomboys. Bass taste cool. Yeah, deep voice tomboys are the best. Orcs are not brutes. Brute is an offensive word. An entity of violence, preferable. Yes. Orcs are violence adjacent.
But I love La Plus. I love her design so much. God, I cannot with her design. Okay, this snakebite leather is a little bit too close to Arago's Doom, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, this painting is way easier now that I'm holding it like this.
Guys, we just figured out the sweet spot for painting.
I mean, my model is not gonna...
I don't even think my camera can capture my mouth when I'm sitting like this, but it's fine, it's fine.
Nice. Yeah, this is a darker brown. Look at this. This is fine. Wi-Fi kun gabatte. You can do it, Wi-Fi kun. I believe in you. I surely believe in you. Can't leave, surely believe without you. Can't leave me anymore. Can't leave, surely believe without you. Yeah, I also like Towa.
There's so many of them that I like. I just do not have time to watch. And now I'm super into Fuwamoko, Fuwala, and Mokoko. They're very cute and they're very funny. And they played one of the most... Like, there is the Typing of the Dead. I think it's called Overkill or something, which is such a horrible game. It's like exploitation, like 70s exploitation. So I get why they did what they did, but it's still like it's not a game I would stream. And they that was one of their first games they streamed. It was like, wow, they got balls of steel. Because I played that once. I was like, I feel weird playing this game.
The original Typing of the Dead is really good though. You can say I'm doing this in my sleep. Yeah, exactly. This is, I'm sleep painting.
Okay, see, this brown is actually distinct enough to make the bags on his back stand out properly. Micro sleep maxing. Yes. You're so right. So right. I can't micro sleep. Last semester, I keep saying semester. Yeah, well, the cat's out of the bag. Yeah, I'm a teacher. So last semester, I would have to nap almost every day because I was so exhausted. We have a nap room at work, so I just go there during lunch hour and just sleep. By the way, my weight loss thing, I'm not in any way, shape, or form like very overweight. I'm a little bit overweight. I'm like 25 or something on the BMI thing or whatever it's called. But I'm not like, most of it goes to my legs, my booty and stuff, so that's fun. But I've already lost 2 kilos since New Year's, which is very good. I just cut out a lot of sugar. I don't really do painting, but precise miniatures takes a lot of patience. I thought it was all air because of how frogs communicate. What? Huh? Oh yeah, it was all air. Okay, sorry, I'm slow. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that progress. I do a lot of running. I cut out sugar. I don't eat 3 donuts for breakfast anymore. That's absolutely got something to do with it. Not a great breakfast. Oh, the weight. But yeah, I'm very happy. I want to, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I had to epilate today. Very painful. Cannot recommend, but also very efficient to get rid of body hair. God, I hate body hair. This is a good song. This is such a good song. Who's toxic? You are. Exactly. You're all toxic. I'm not toxic. I'm the least toxic here. I would never be toxic. Ever. BMI means nothing. According to it, I'd be obese, but I don't eat a lot of sugar bread. I'm just muscular. Yeah, BMI stops working as soon as you work out. Because muscles do weight more than fat, right? Gaslight gatekeep boy boss. But what you want to do, you want to measure your waist, basically. Your waist ratio is a good measure. Because men generally tend to put on weight on their stomachs. Maybe thighs a little bit. I don't know. I put on a lot of my thighs. I have monster thighs, like very nice ones. Wasn't it Tengu who crushed like a watermelon with his thighs? Or am I misremembering things? Because man, I wish I was that watermelon. Just saying. Toma, please crush my head. I'm begging you. I will pay you money. You guess that it was Toma who did it, or that it's about getting it on your stomach? Getting it on your stomach. Nice. Okay. I mean, this guy's coming along. Put on weights on the thighs too, but they're also the biggest muscles in my body. I could 100% crush a watermelon. Ooh, Lulu. You busy after this stream, or just kidding? But really though, you busy? Okay. Like it's boring now. It's boring now because it's like brown and green, right? But we're gonna get the medals on pretty soon, and then it's gonna be pretty sweet. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what to paint and how to paint it. I think the mask is, the mask, that's what the point of the mask is. The mask is also brown, right? The gas mask. Part of it is going to be brown, so I'm just going to paint that now. I'll use the Agaro's Dunes because it has to be like a... Actually, do I have another bright brown? I recall I have a lot of browns, so let me see. Yeah, Guillaume and Flesh. That's a very light brown. Yeah, let's go with the flesh tone for the mask, just to make it a little bit different. Guillaume and Flesh. But yeah, if you want to get into painting worm miniatures, there's a couple of starting kits, absolutely, but there's a bunch of different ways. Oh, hold on. That's right, I need to do it like this. There's a bunch of different ways to paint minis. There's like no right or wrong way. I like this because it literally complements what I'm the worst at, which is highlighting. I'm very, very bad at highlighting. It's always been my weak point, and this really does the job for me. So I'm very happy about that.
This is Suisei. No, it's not. It's Towa. Towa. Towa Maiji Tenshi. Towa Maiji Tenshi.
She's actually an angel. Towa's an angel.
Honka donka badonkas. Honka donka badonkas.
Honka donka bando course.
Honka donka badonkas. 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 Did you know you can cheat highlighting with chipping? I don't know what chipping is, but tell me more. I'm interested. Did not know that.
I love contrast paints. I am 100% into it. Oh boy, I'm getting this paint everywhere. Hold on. Oops, I licked my brush. This paint tastes good. That's one of my bad habits. I lick my brush. But it's a good reason because saliva is a really good binding agent to make the brush stick together.
Binding agent.
I just like the taste of paint. Non-toxic these days. They used to not be non-toxic.
Chipping as in making it look like paint flakes off the edges. If you dry brush a sponge on some color, it looks like highlights, but also nice and worn and torn.
Oh yeah, sponging. Yeah. I've seen some people do that. I'm a little nervous because I'm too heavy-handed. You don't cuckoo me, human error. Everyone's got their thing. I like the taste of paint. Okay.
At least it's not lead-based paint.
Although, I want to think about it. I wonder if we had lead-based paint somewhere in our house. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I ate some paint chips as a child. It's not impossible. Towa, you have the voice of an angel. A very deep-voiced angel. I love you, Towa. Please, let me have your children. Go. Everyone's had a good weekend though. Like I'm a little bit worried that I might be getting sick. Truly, I'm a frog of culture. Was there ever any doubt? Lulu. I love all voices. I love squeaky voices too. I love Gura's voice. I love Ina's voice. Ina's voice is so sweet. I'm never gonna forgive that friend of mine who was like, "That's just a Korean American voice. I've heard so many of them." I'm like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!" Literally, shut up! Like the Breaking Bad meme. That is like one of my absolute favorite memes of all time. Like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. It's so good. God, Breaking Bad is such a good show. But Better Call Saul is better. Just putting that out there. But it's like comparing apples and pears, apples and oranges, because like they're very different. Hello, Neil. You can learn how to squeeze with your thighs once you become a literal tree hugger. You can train it by hugging a tree with arms and legs and just squeeze as hard as you can. I need to practice that. I don't consider those squeaky, to be honest. Gora and Ina sounds very nice and calm squeaky. It's like Iron Mouse screaming in rage, and even then it's not too bad. I don't watch Iron Mouse. I don't watch V Shoujo. I have a very dumb reason for not watching Iron Mouse, but I will never. Like, my reason for not watching Iron Mouse is because she changed her model like literally less than a month after her Nendoroid got announced. And that made me so mad, so unreasonably butthurt. I love Nendos. I love Nendoroids. They're literally peak figure. And getting a Nendoroid based on your VTuber model, absolutely goals. Like if I have any goals in VTubing, aside from having fun, which I'm having so much fun, then it would be getting a a Nendo, which will never happen, obviously. And then, like, changing your model so soon after getting a Nendo, I'm like, bitch,
Go away.
go away. How? Why? I mean, maybe she has her reasons or whatever, but I'm like, bruh. It's not even that she's changing, it's not like reincarnating or anything. She just went like, I don't want to have this on anymore. Ugh. Women, am I right? No, that's sexist. Besides, I would probably do it too if I had a lot of money. So you gotta invest that back into your hobby, or you're gonna get taxed to hell and high water.
You know what? I actually get that.
What, you're changing the model or being mad about it? I mean, whatever. She can do whatever she wants. I just think it doesn't look great doing that. I feel like it looks like she doesn't appreciate the fact that she got an android based on her model, which is big. It's very, very big. Like, it's something that I could never even hope to attain, and she did it, and she immediately like changed her model so it doesn't look like her model. To me, that's like, it makes it look like she doesn't think it's a big deal that she got an endo, or maybe it isn't a big deal. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not a hater. I'm not gonna like go to her streams and troll or whatever, and who cares? But it does make it very difficult for me to watch her. Because it does feel like it feels like she doesn't appreciate that she got that. And that's more of a feeling than a fact. And you can't really argue, you can't reason with feeling. I feel like a lot of people, especially people in what are they called? Science fields. They call it when you study like something science, hard sciences. What are they called? Engineering and math and stuff. Those subjects. A lot of the people who do that, that I've encountered, like, it was super into the Spice and Wolf series. No, it was a few years back in being around Wolf and Trolls. So I found out there's a sequel that obviously spoils something in its premise. Thought it was a prequel, even though what it spoils is so obvious. I was so upset that I didn't touch novels at the anime says. STEM fields. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that sucks, Lulu. I'm sorry you got spoiled on that. I'm sorry. Oh, this is a good song. Oh, yeah, I like this. But yeah, STEM fields. A lot of people I know in STEM fields tend to be like, well, if I just present my argument well enough to people, they'll come around and see that I'm right. It's like, no. People don't work that way. Because people will logically know that you're right, but they still won't believe you. They won't give it to you. Either they won't give it to you, or they won't accept that they're wrong because that they're worried that their worldview is kind of like, they don't want to alter their worldview. They are not ruled by logic. They are ruled by emotion. And the sooner you come around to that and realize that, like, for example, okay, say I said something to someone who was mean to me. I said something in retaliation, or even got into an argument with someone, didn't do anything bad, but that person did. I will still apologize. Because I have no pride. I don't think pride matters in that sense, because I will win, because I will be the bigger person. I will apologize. They will accept my apology because they're proudful. The fight will be over. I'll get the good visual. I look like the bigger person, and I don't have to mean the apology. It doesn't have to be like heartfelt. I can just be like, hey, sorry, things got out of hand, which is not even an apology. And they will be like, oh, this person's actually such an adult for apologizing. Ooh. And the people who were watching it would be like, oh, Kuku's taking the higher ground, even though he's not at fault. Wow, he's such a mature person. Because there's no point. You can't convince some people. Don't even try. Just win. Just hack them. You hack them. People ruled by their emotions are extremely unreasonable people, and no matter how much evidence you provide for them, they'll still find a reason not to believe you. Don't even bother. Just win. Just hack them. It's that simple. But so many, especially STEM people are like, no, I gotta provide the facts. Like, they don't care about the facts. When if you're right, but you're too content in it, some people instinctively just try to make you mad by not agreeing, even if they know you're wrong. Yeah, like, I've been in politics for many years. I'm not in it anymore, and I haven't been in a long time. But people value their values more than they value the truth, right? And a lot of times it's about the perception of things. It's more about like how things seem. Like a lot of people can agree that something is a problem, but they will not agree the cause of the problem. If you're right, but you're too content in it, some people instinctively will just try to make you mad by not agreeing. I mean, that's also, you can just go like, well, that's like your opinion, dude. If they know you're right. That's the thing too. Like I don't know. My life is good enough that I don't need to win an argument with other people to feel good about myself. Even when it comes to like really big questions, I'm like, you know what? All the information these people need is so readily available, and if they haven't taken to it, it's for a reason. People don't go contrarian because they're uneducated. People go contrarian because they go contrarian. But people just like to be like that. Don't give them the energy. Don't give them the time of the day. Don't indulge them. Don't play their game. Just go like, okay, you do you, bro. Literally has no impact on my life. I know where I stand. I know where I stand in my opinions. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know that the world is fucked and going to shit. I couldn't care less because I don't have any influence over that. Literally, the only good thing to come out of AA, well, okay, not the only good thing to come out of AA, and I haven't gone to AA, but I really like that. Give me the strength to change the things I can control and like overcome the things that I don't have any power over. There's so many things you have no power over. And science and facts, some people just won't accept it. And I think a big reason I think like that is because I study humanities. I studied education, I studied language. And education is all about perspective. Like there's literally no one handbook to how to teach. And if you think that, you'll be a horrible teacher. Because if anything, just fucked. So fuck it, we ball, exactly. If you're a teacher and you try to teach through logic, you will absolutely fail and you will have a miserable time with it. Because kids are even worse. But kids at least have the excuse of being children. They're still learning, they're still growing. Okay, we're gonna paint the dynamite on his backpack. Here we go! This is Bale red. Nice, strong red. I did a little bit of a correction on the red. Might have overdone it a little bit, but that's fine. It's a happy little accident. As long as we cover most of the white in red, we'll be fine. It will stand out. But like, I'm not gonna lie down and die just because I know that the world is fucked. I'm gonna live life to my fullest. If I die, I die. If I don't, I don't. I'll save some money, but I'll have fun. And if there's anything I learned, it is that I want to live an honest life. I cannot lie. I'm very happy I stopped being in politics because lying makes me feel bad. I don't like lying. There's aspects of myself about VTubing that's obviously not public. There's stuff about me that I haven't told you guys, but nothing that's gonna impact my VTubing, you know? Or gonna impact our relationship. I can't be 100% honest. I'm literally an anime figure online. I mean, I'm a frog. I'm an android frog. If someone's getting extremely angry about something, I often just make big eyes and go, wait, I feel like, damn, there are more important things than this. What is wrong with them? I mean, I like people being passionate about stuff, but I don't like people telling me what to do, I guess. Especially when I know, like, I know that they're right, but they're like, they just can't shut up about it. I'm like, dude, you're preaching to the choir. I know that things are fucked, and I agree with you that this is serious, but this is not the forum, this is not the place. I mean, what I would do is, first of all, I would make sure that children under the age of 16 would not be allowed to go online, or at least not use social media. That's what I would do, because it gives everyone a really weird perception of the world. Do you see hands though? What? Yeah. Hands. Ooh. Yeah, my nails are messed up. I'm sorry, it's the winter.
Oh, you see handset? It's because I'm an android. I'm a frog android. I mean a combat robot. That's why my hands are so shaky. I'm not used to this kind of fine mechanics. Okay. I think it's coming along pretty nice. Right? Not too bad. We've only been doing this for an hour and 40 minutes. Oh my god, spooky fingers. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, I really like how the dynamite came out. It stands out. It's a good red. Bale red is really, really good. Okay. What are we doing now? I'm saving the metal part for last. There's not a lot left to do that isn't metal. Might want to do the goggles actually. I'm gonna give the goggles like a purple sheen. I like to make them a little bit weird and glowy. But I'm gonna make brown around the edges. Make brown. It sounds bad. I'm gonna make brown. Is that a euphemism for pooping? I'm very happy that a lot of other people like quintessential quintuplets. I was worried when I like something that other people don't like it. I mentioned yesterday that Bakemonogatari is not super popular. It is popular. I just think it's one of those animes that normies are never gonna watch. I will never, some people will watch One Piece, some people will watch like Tiger and Bunny, stuff like that. No normie is ever gonna watch my Bakemonogatari and be like, man, this is a good show. That would never happen. It would never happen. Let's go with Celestium Blue. Let's make him blue. Yeah, let's make a little blue goggles. This is a dark blue. Spooky fingers, jazz hands. It's a little dark. Might put some lighter on it. It's okay. Should have probably gone with a lighter blue. But it's fine. Some AMV with Skrillex. Oh my god, human error. How old are you? Skrillex. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever happened to that guy? He's just gone. Sorry, I'm gonna have to blow my nose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute my microphone. Because I ain't giving you this one. You're gonna have to redeem something to hear me blow my nose. Let's see here. Hey, Pescatories, I totally get you. Sometimes we're not ourselves. Like, we are way more controlled by our bodies than we like to think we are. That's also a thing. Like, we are absolutely biological machines, and we are affected by our bodies. We are not autonomous brains that don't have any emotions or feelings. And people who deny their bodies like that, it's not healthy. Like, yeah, we have needs. Our bodies are very good at like manipulating us into manipulating our brains or our consciousness into wanting to do things, and thinking we want to do them for like because of our free will, but actually it's more like we need this or we have a big need for it. Oh, I thought it was. I never felt that much anger. I guess breathing exercise to help. Maybe. I used to be very resentful when I was younger. It is literally that song. It is literally but like slightly different. I used to be really resentful of people who were dumber than me, quotation mark, big quotation mark. It is pa. Right? Let's find the other one.
Where is it? Orka. Go.
あれこの大きな体、もふもふなたてがみ、太めの尻尾。
I can't find it.
細長い足、迫力のある姿。さてはおめえ、狼だな。
Okay, let me search.
狼犬か犬狼。あーもうわけわかんないよ。1万年以上も人間と暮らしてきた愛おしい存在。かわいいね。狼、犬よりだいぶ大きい。人に懐かず一緒に住め
What's the name of that song? Okay, I can't find it. Never mind.
犬の祖先に当たるありがたい存在。
But yeah, sometimes I feel like automatically resentful against people if they're like, if I feel like they're being butts. And a lot of times it's about perspective. It's about like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that control us that we don't really think about. Okay, I'm actually thinking that we should do the medals now. I've been pushing that off too long. So I bought a bunch of new medals. I got metallic, Vallejo, game color metallic. I got some new ideas that would really make them scream. Okay. Hello, what's up, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I have 5. I have pale flesh too. I don't know that. Okay. Brother also resents people who are dumber than him. I just assume that I'm always the dumbest in the room, so you're just listening to people need a nudge out of the stall. I don't feel that I'm the smartest anymore. Actually, I feel like a lot of the opposite. But for the longest time, I was very like misanthropic. What if I use a layer? Okay, layer brush. Here we go. Like a misanthrope. I did not like other people at all. Okay, we're going with a darker metal, and then we'll like highlight a little bit with a brighter metal. I don't know. Did I screw this up? Ooh, nice. We're just gonna sort of very quickly brush on metal on the gun here. Actually, I was scared of getting paint on my gloves. I shouldn't be. This is, obviously you can do this with other paints like grays to keep the edge highlighting, but I kind of don't like using non-metallic paints to use metal because I like that metal stands out. I like having metal on a model simply because it makes it pop a little bit, and you really want the weapons to be visible when you're playing the game, even if it's just like if you're on the opposing team, you want to be able to very quickly figure out what kind of weapons your opposing team have, and you can't see that as well if it's normal paints. It's my theory anyway. I think having metallic paints, it also breaks up the monotony a little bit using metallic paints because it does pop quite a bit. Okay, there we go. These days I'm very like, if I find people I don't vibe with, I don't agree with, I'm like, I stop interacting with them. I'm very good at being like socially passive and like just say the bare minimum, don't interact outside, be polite but distant with people I don't like or that I don't get along with. I used to be very oversharing. Very, very oversharing. And I have this kind of weird thing where my first instinct whenever something happens is to tell my mom. It has a lot to do with impatience. Maybe, yeah. Like I've gotten better at that, but it used to be like whenever something happened, they were small, good or bad, I'd immediately want to call my mom about it. And that's like, she doesn't need to know all that stuff. And I think it's just like deeply rooted in wanting to prove something to my mom, like wanting her approval. And guess what? It's very hard to get the approval of a person who doesn't want to give approval. I'm not gonna get more into that, but all I'm saying is that I'm very much a person seeking approval. I mean, this is pretty obvious if you look at my behavior. I need other people to say that I'm doing good, because I'm very bad at internalizing if I'm doing good or not. I literally can't tell, because the only things that I remember are the bad things if I'm doing stuff. The only things that stand out to me are the bad stuff. So even if people give me compliments and say it's good, my brain will immediately go, yeah, they're just humoring him. For them, they're just making fun of them. Like it's complex, and it's no one's fault but my own. So it's something I'm working with.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Actually, same. Yeah.
It's I think it's like I think it's a very common thing in our generation, really. Mog, you're like 35 million years old, right? No, I think it's like an internet thing too. Like growing, like I know very few people who are terminally online and simultaneously think that they're hot shit. Those people are dangerous. Those people are legitimately dangerous. Most people I know who are terminally online also have the self-confidence of a sea cucumber. Actually, no. Sea cucumbers probably think they're hot shit. They probably lack self-awareness. So I think a lot of people who are online a lot generally compare themselves to everyone else online. It's really hard to get it's real hard to build confidence online, I think. Because there's always people who are better than you. It's really hard to catch people's attention. Like if I shove a half-painted figurine in the face of my friends, they're gonna have to say something. If I post it on DeviantArt or whatever, people are just gonna ignore it if they don't like it, which really hits you in the kokoro. I think being online is not good for you.
I have a friend who
His entire social life is online. Well, a friend, probably have a lot of friends who do that, and I get it. I absolutely get it, because it has a lot to do with, like, depending on how comfortable you are with yourself. I don't know. I'm assuming here. I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming that it's easier to be friends with people online because you don't gotta worry about like how you look or how you come across or how you talk and stuff like that. Not that this person, mind you, not that this person is weird or stands out. I think he's kind of cute, but I get it. So it's really bad to only be online, in my opinion, because it means you're very much like being online. If you want to keep your friends online, you have to like online friends are not like around the corner.
you can't just go out and have a fika with them.
You can't just have a coffee with an online friend. And a lot of online interactions, at least to me, I'm very bad at like just saying hi to people, because for me, interacting with people online almost always has to be like a transaction. I don't like it when people go like hello. Well, I don't like it is a strong word, but like I don't know what to do when people say hello. And I think that might be also an American thing, just saying hi, how are you, and not expecting a reply back. But as a Swede, if people interact with me, I'm automatically assuming they have some kind of purpose with doing that. So I'm very bad at like hello and then not saying anything else. It feels weird. And that probably also gives the impression to people who aren't used to that if I say hello to someone, or if I'm like, whenever I talk with people, it's only because I want something, that I might come across as being like, I don't know, exploitative. But that's just how we are in Sweden. Like we're very bad with small talk. It's always about like an exchange. Every social interaction is an exchange.
No funny business. No funny business.
Don't even try it. We only do serious business here. Only serious business. No funny business. No clowns. No japes. No tomfoolery.
I don't know if you can even see them all now. I've been just talking and focusing on the painting, but He's getting along pretty okay, I'd say.
I mean, we're definitely doing shading on the metal. We're not done by a long shot, but we're making good progress.
I think
I'm not sure how long I wanted to make this stream. I might play a little bit of games afterwards, because I think I'm only painting one model this stream. Because if I start painting another one, it's going to be another 2 hours at least, and I don't have that much time on my hand, unfortunately. On my hands, not on my hand. Man, I am absolutely very easy to manipulate when it comes to like products and stuff. Like I always want to buy the official stuff. I always want to buy what's recommended to me, not like a cheaper, better version. I'm like I want what they said to use. So I buy a lot of Games Workshop stuff like tools and paints and brushes, and that's not like financially very sound. But I am very easily tricked. I'm a dumb little frog, and I like to use the official stuff. Okay, this is coming along. Not bad. Not bad. I like it.
Who's this? Who's singing? The only genuinely good GW stuff is their cutters.
Oh yeah, they're good. They're very good. But yeah, most of their stuff is really mid. But I think the worst part is that how much they charge for everything. It's very exploitative. Especially considering a lot of young people will be buying their stuff, or their parents will be buying their stuff because they assume that that's what you need. Which I think is scummy. Absolutely. Very good metal paint. Vallejo delivers. They always deliver. Vallejo paints are great. I think a big reason I'm scared is because I don't like change, and I don't like not knowing how all the paints look. Because I'm so familiar with Citadel paints that I'm like, oh, how is this gonna look? You can never really tell from the bottles. Like they try, but you can never tell from the bottles.
For so many other things, there is so many better things. The brushes are messed up expensive. You can get a brush for 10 euros that will last a month.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Their brushes are ridiculously expensive, like so overpriced. It's not even funny. I can just dry my brush on my glove. Good. Because we're gonna use some metal around the edges of these goggles. Can you see what I'm painting? Or like, is it even possible to see what I'm doing? Oh boy, I am messing this up. It's fine. Happy little accidents. We'll just make the goggles stand out a little bit more. And I cannot wait to see season 2 of Tiger and Bunny, because while I like season 1, it's very much a product of its time, and I think the kindest thing I can say about Fire Emblem, for example, is that at least he's not getting like made fun of constantly, but he's okay. Fire Emblem is presented pretty okay. But, like, God, is her name Blue Rose? Like, she is such a simp for Wild Tiger, and that's like her entire character. She had a really good start with like arguing with her parents about whether to be a hero or not. She's also like in high school, or at least college, and she's like crushing on this guy in his late 30s, and that's like her character. Come on, man. They're not doing the girls any justice. And what's the name of the Chinese girl? I don't remember her name. Yellow jacket, Bruce Lee jacket. She does like nothing.
But he's very, very gay.
It's a very gay show. Like, for real, it's... The Fujo baiting is incredibly strong.
Especially since new people will mess up their brushes within weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna say, I will absolutely agree that GW Citadel is very scummy. They're definitely exploiting the fact that people are gonna ruin their equipment. I'm still upset that, like, they could have gotten so many people into model painting or figurines during the Lord of the Rings era when they were making, well, I mean, they're still making Lord of the Rings models. They should have had them pre-painted. Like, Gunpla has been pre-painted for ages, right? Not especially nice, but, like, having pre-painted miniatures would have done wonders of getting more people into the hobby. Because it's very daunting, right? You got to buy all the paints, you got to buy all the tools, you got to put the miniatures together. A lot of people don't even play the games because they get discouraged from the whole model building part. But they could have dodged that if they had, like, worked together with Bandai or whatever and just had pre-painted minis that people could buy. And you can still paint them. The plastic is, like, not painted, it's dyed or whatever. So if you do that, you can still paint the minis. They will be just like any other color. They would be more expensive to make, but, like, at least for the Lord of the Rings, they could have done that if they wanted more people to get into the hobby.
Okay. And he's coming up pretty nice. I mean, the metal is gonna need some Nuln oil to make it a little bit darker, and then I'm gonna highlight with some lighter metal. Yeah, I like him. I like how he looks.
Maybe you know what? I'm gonna actually highlight the scars on his tummy a little bit with a brighter green. I have Sybarite green. Yeah, no, let's go with Sybarite green. Scars tend to be a little bit paler, right? Okay, never mind. It's dried. Well, it's not dried, it's just I can't get any colors out. I used to have a needle. I don't have any needles anymore, do I? Okay. Oh. Yeah, this is a mistake. I don't need a lot of green, so I'm just gonna dab it on there. At least a lot of the paints I can sort of use. Sort of. Okay. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We got the scar.
Nice. Hello, Sasori. Welcome to the stream. Good day. Good day. How you doing? Hello. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just painting a little orc. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use an ink or a wash, which is not a contrast paint, so pretty similar. I'm gonna paint that cross on the skulls, crossbones. I'm gonna paint that last on the gun. But I'm gonna run some Nuln oil over the metal to shade it a little bit, because obviously metal doesn't shade very well on its own, and Nuln oil is a thinner wash, which means that it's like a contrast paint, but it's even thinner. There we go. I'm just gonna do like a quick workover with this. We're gonna use the where is it? The wash brush. Just to get some nice shading going. Can't use too much because then it will dull the metal color, which is not ideal. What is this?
Oh, wait, who is this? I like how Ame barely has any songs. She doesn't like singing, does she? There's no songs that I know of. And I'm gonna do like a dry brush-esque kind of thing with the lighter metal on it to get the edges. I definitely want to have some shading to this though. See, now I'm holding it differently because this is more like about covering surfaces a bit more. So there's no point in being super careful with this. But you see now that, for example, the crossbones, they have some darkness behind them, which is very important. Because you don't want to have a gun with like zero shading on it, because then it's going to look very fake and bad. And that will stand out like a sore thumb, especially with the way we've painted this model. So we want to make sure we catch the corners, especially with the wash. Null oil. Null oil is very, very good. Like it's a pitch black kind of shading. We want to do that especially with the pipes, with the tubing here too. Because the tubing needs some shading to really look good. Sorry if it's a little bit far away. It might be hard to see what I'm doing, but I am applying the null oil on here. There's also Agrex Earth Shade, which is a brown shade, brown wash, which is also something you absolutely should have. Null oil and Agrex Earth Shade are like the only washes everyone should have. Because Agrex Earth Shade is like a lighter, like a brown wash, dark brown wash, which works with almost everything. Like obviously not everything, but almost everything. It's very, very good for shading pretty much anything. It's a warm shadow. I would say that this is also a warm shadow, null oil, but it's definitely darker. And null oil is really, really good when you don't want to like tint something too much, I think. It works really, really well with metal. Now, a lot of people like to make Orkz stuff rusty. These guys are commandos, so they are not going to have rusty stuff, rusty gear. It's just not how they work. And if you don't like that, well, bully to you. That's all I got to say to that. This is also a good opportunity to catch, because when I was doing metal, I don't do a lot, like I don't get into the little crevices, obviously. So the area around his waist, for where this metal thing was, looked kind of bad or flat. But now we got it just fine. Okay, let's put some more on the grenades down here. Can't get enough Nolan, I always say. It's one of my famous expressions. Can't get enough of that sugar crisp. Damn, Granny, can't get enough of that sugar crisp. Oh, the bear's gonna eat all my sugar crisp. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good enough.
Okay, so now we got a lot of shading going on this guy. Hands are shaking. As you can see, it already looks way better. It works on red. I can imagine. Yeah. Look at the shading on the crossbones there. Very nice. Very, very nice. You want to be careful not getting too much of it on the skin, because that's already shaded enough as it is. Let's put some more on the axe over here. Just too. The axe has a lot of big flat surfaces, so it doesn't need a lot of shading. We are gonna dry brush it anyway, but it's not bad. It's not a bad idea to have it. Let's put some on the wristband. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is good. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a second, and then we're gonna dry brush on the lighter metal. Oh, thank you, Lulu. I'm very thankful. This is not like in any way a complicated technique. It's all about like figuring out which colors work well with each other, and a lot of your work is done for you. Like I said, I've been painting a long time. I'm not very good at painting, but I know quite a lot of tricks. I think so. That's my saving grace.
Yeah, the dynamite looks good. Might want to put a little bit more on white. I struggle a lot with painting small details like belt buckles and so on. I'm more into highlights and weathering. Yeah, that's why you should play Tyranids, so you don't have to deal with that shit. No, I hear you. I totally hear you. You know what? While we're waiting for that to dry, let's dry brush something on the ground. What kind of ground are these guys walking on? What kind of ground are we using? I'm thinking we want to use a pink horror. Pink horror would be a great contrast to on the ground. Is that gonna be okay? Is pink horror gonna be okay? No, it's too pink, right? No, you know what? Let's do pink horror on the ground. It's gonna be weird. Pink horror is one of my favorite paints. I used it a lot on my racks. I started out. I got back into painting minis because of Blood Bowl, and I made like a Skaven team. But I didn't paint all of them, mind you. But I started out with Skaven. I like Skaven. I like rats. Rats. Okay, we need paper because we're gonna dry brush this on. But yeah, like belt buckles and stuff. It's all about highlighting them. When you do Slapchop, they're so much easier to see. They're so much easier to see. And these guys have pretty big things on them. Like they have pretty big gear. But I still miss stuff sometimes. So like, I like to look over it, and I'm looking on the camera too because I get a much better look when I hold up to the camera. This is not looking half bad. This is I don't like making bases normally because they're a hassle. Yeah, this is not a bad color. Definitely want to make sure we don't have too much paint, because if we do... Oh, I got some pink on his boots. That's fine. It's been stepping in it. It's dust. Whatever. There's a bunch of different ways of doing this. Some people paint the bases and then put the models on them. I don't know. Some people have like temporary bases to put the models on and then change bases. Like you could white tack or blue tack, whatever it's call them on. I don't know. It's a little too advanced for me. Yeah, I think this is good enough. It's good enough. Good enough is the word of the day. And then we'll paint the sides of the base pink. That's what I like to do. Because doing that, I don't even put them on a temporary base. I drill and glue a piece of metal onto the feet to put them in a cork, then I can dry brush the base without touching the model. Oh, you're that kind of painter. I see. Oh, this song. This is level 1. I love this song. Wait, I'm holding him by the metal now. I hope he dried. I'm just messing around with the base. I'm not like, I used to put my Space Marines on like special bases that I bought to paint them, but it's fine. They need to stand out, is my opinion. You need to be able to see the bases pretty clearly. Put too much detail on them or paint them too. It's hard to. They help you find your models, basically, in my opinion. Especially if you're painting like low. What do you call them? like desaturated, like the Imperial Guard model. If you make them desaturated, you definitely need some bright colors to make them stand out and be easy to see as yours. Man, I should play some more Holocure. That game is fun. I saw Kotomi playing Holocure. No, playing Vampire Survivor. So cool. So cool. I'm glad she's getting into it. Kotomi's great. I love that goat. She's very goated. Get it? Because she's a goat? She goated. I get the feeling I might not have used the primer on the base now that I think about it, because the paint is not sticking that well. I don't even put them on. Oh, yeah. No. It's fine. Like, everyone, that's the thing that I like about this. Everyone paints in their own way. And it's all about, like, sharing tricks of the trade. That's something I've always enjoyed about the mini painting community. It's all about sharing tricks with each other. Shortcuts and hacks. Okay, got a piece of hair, cat hair on the model. Not cool. Okay, we're gonna have to let the base dry a little bit. I don't think I used primer on this part of the base. That's fine though. You just gotta put on a couple more layers. Whew. You love making bases so much. I have a whole container of bases pre-made. Wow. Dude, how are you this based? My only detail painting comes from washes. Sasori, I mean, that's me too. Barf Elf? Barf Elf. Barf Elf? Who's Barf Elf? Who's Barf Elf? But, Sasori, that's me. Like, I love washes and stuff too. Like, I love using them. I'm very, very bad at highlighting. Who's Barf Elf? Akai Hato? Aki. Oh, throwing up is drunk. Man, I hate throwing up so much. Okay, I gotta tell you guys, I worked at a store. I worked as a cashier once, right? For 6 years, 6 or 7 years. I hated it. It made me hate people even more. But I worked in a store. I worked at a counter in retail, right? So we had a Christmas party, and it was very close to where I lived. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ham. I'm gonna eat and drink as much as I can because they're paying for it, right? Well, it turns out all the food was like the really cheap brand from that store. Like, all the food was the cheapest brand from that store. And the wine was like the cheapest kind of wine imaginable. And this was during Christmas holidays, so there was a lot of Julmust, which is this beer-like soda. It has slightly beer flavor, but it's very sweet. I love it. So I ended up mixing Julmust and wine in a big cup, right? And as time went on, the amount of wine to the amount of Julmust shifted distinctly to be mostly red wine. And I was drinking them out of these massive cups. So I was so drunk. Walking home. I don't even remember getting into my apartment. But I do remember being so unstable and so, like, shook up that I was holding onto the toilet seat, and I had a plastic seat onto the toilet seat, and I was just shaking back and forth so much that the seat was like going on. So I just tore off the plastic seat and threw it into the hallway just to grip the porcelain, which was more stable. And I just threw up all over the floor and all over the toilet in the bathroom. And then somehow I got into the shower and knocked myself out in the shower. And I was in the shower for 6 or 7 hours while the water was running. And I had like a little cut on my forehead. I think I might have fallen over. And my friend was coming over to paint minis that morning. So he woke me up. Him knocking on my door woke me up when I was lying in the shower with throw up everywhere and and water everywhere. And I was trying to paint my undead, I was playing vampire accounts, trying to paint skeletons, and I was shaking so much. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. Like, I'm certain that I got alcohol poisoning or something, because it was an absolute nightmare. And I was like, I'm never gonna drink again. And then obviously I drank again later on. So, you know. But oh, that was so painful. Definitely top 3 worst times I've gotten drunk. The worst time is my first time I got really, really drunk during New Year's. And I lose all my motor functions when I'm drunk, right? I become very heavy-handed. So I accidentally crushed a beer glass, right? Average, I'll never drink again moment. Exactly. I crushed a beer glass, and I was so drunk at that point that I poured the glass into another glass. I was like, nobody drink from this glass, okay? Because there's a bunch of crushed glass in this glass. And everyone was like, okay. And then less than half an hour later, I was pouring beer into that glass, and I drank from that glass, and I was like, huh, what's in my mouth? This is weird. This is hard and weird. So I started taking out like huge shards of broken glass from my mouth, and I didn't cut myself. Not a single cut. And I was like, ho ho ho, isn't that silly? And then the day after, when I realized what I'd done, I was like, oh my god, I'm never drinking again. I was never drunk again. But now I don't drink because I take medicine that should not be combined with alcohol. It's very good. But that was absolutely a cuckoo ... moment, because I could have died. I could have absolutely died. Like, if I downed any of that broken glass, ooh, that would not have been good. That would not have been good. So don't do that. I think this came out okay. Well, you can't see it, but like, it's fine. A bright pink base with some. It's pretty good. It's fine. It's fine. Probably not. You dodged death a few times that night. Oh yeah, absolutely. I have a very hardworking guardian angel. I'm 100% convinced I have a guardian angel. I've done so many stupid things, and I've survived with barely a scratch. So it's like my guardian angel is working overtime. The final day of high school, we started drinking at 9 a.m. Shenanigans ensued, but luckily nothing that dangerous. Oof. Like, I don't know, like, drinking to the point of getting blackout drunk, not great. Very not good. Not good at all. It's like, it's not worth it. It's absolutely not worth it. The problem is, by the time you start getting really drunk, by the time when you should stop drinking, you're already so drunk that you don't know that you should stop drinking, right? It's really bad. Oof, bad times. Okay, we're gonna dry brush. Oh, this one still has some pink on it, but we're gonna dry brush on some metal now. So let's see if I can find a good dry brush. So like a ruined brush. Yeah, this one's good. We're gonna dry brush the metal now with some brighter metal, metallic. This one. And I think this is gonna be the last we do with this guy. Then I don't know if I should play some Elden Ring or whatever. I kind of want to play some Elden Ring, so you guys are gonna have to live with that. There'll be some Elden Ring after this. Just a little bit of Elden Ring, maybe, or something else, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I gotta wait until this base dries. I only got blackout drunk 3 times. Every time I was fine until I went outside and cool air just hit me. Ain't that the way? Ain't that how it goes? Ain't that just the way that life goes down, 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 down? I'm trying to think if there's been any other time where I was blackout drunk. I've been on a couple of cruises when I get really, really drunk, but I tend to like fall asleep in a corner somewhere. I'm not in any way like a bad drunk. I get sentimental, and my voice gets very, very loud, and I cry a lot out of happiness and stuff. But okay, what I said to my doctor when we were talking, when I was researching or looking into my GAD, I came to the horrifying conclusion that some of the only few times where I've been genuinely happy and relaxed are when I've been drunk. Like, that is not a good sign. That is not good. And coming to that realization was like when I was like, okay, I need help. I'm not depressed, but I struggle a lot with anxiety. And it gets me at times really, really worried, and I struggle with like keeping my cool and stuff like that. But when I'm drunk, I'm so relaxed. I'm so happy, and that's not good. That is not good. That is literally the definition of you should not be drinking. So I don't drink, but I do feel happy, happier. I don't know what happy, like what's the definition of happy, but streaming makes me very, very happy. And being honest about myself makes me really, really happy. Making stuff makes me happy now, which it didn't used to. And my meds make me happy. Meds make me happy too. That's good. Well, they don't make me happy, but they make me way less anxious, and that makes me happy. Okay, I should not be doing this now because the base is not completely dry, but I'm kind of wanting to play something. So let's see here. I should be using a smaller dry brush for this, but who cares? Okay, let's see. We just get a couple of small details left on this guy. We've done really good progress. This guy's turning out great. I think a lot of people look at happiness as a binary. Like, you're either happy or you're not happy. That's not how I see it. I was gonna say that's not true, but I don't know. That's not how I see it. Like, you have degrees of happiness, right? Degrees of anxiety, degrees of angerness, anxiety, degrees of anger. But like, nobody's ever 100% happy, I think. This axe, I'm gonna need to use some. Let's go. I could be in a way worse life situation. I think about all the stuff I've gone through in my life, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm in a good place right now. I'm in a good place. It's not ideal, but it's never gonna be ideal. And wishing for it to be ideal is fine, as long as you don't let it overshadow the happiness you're having right now. Like, genuinely, I am very much looking forward to 2024. I got a bunch of cool friends. I got a bunch of collab opportunities. One of the biggest stressful things about streaming is no longer even a thing. I'm not stressed about streaming anymore. So I'm happy. I'm genuinely very happy. And that's weird. That's a weird feeling. But streaming always made me happy. It just got to the point where I was letting my performance anxiety overshadow my happiness. Getting Legos is a gift that's 100% happiness for at least a few minutes. Well, I would agree with you, but Legos are Danish, so I object. I strongly object to what you just said on the grounds that they're Danish, and I don't like the Danes. No, Legos are cool. I haven't done Lego stuff in ages. I used to do Duplo stuff a lot. Okay, so let's look at this guy. We're not entirely done with him, but I want to say that this guy looks okay, right? I'm gonna do some more details on him before we call it. I'm not Danish. Human error. How about you go fuck yourself, huh? How about you crawl into a hole and just rot away? I'm glad you feel better now. Thank you, Johannes. Hey, Johannes, welcome. Lurking is always fine. Don't even worry about it. How you doing, Johannes? How's your Sunday going? How's your Sunday? Are you having a good Sunday? And are you having a good Sunday, like an ice cream? You would if you could. Don't. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to. You know that. I only say that because I love you. Was Dhaka red? Yeah, there's no way this paint is not. Base Scandinavian countryism, always so funny. It is. It is. We have a friendly hate love between each other. We Scandies. Okay, where's my thin brush? Here's the thin brush. Ish. This is the medium artificer brush. I'm getting as much use of the artificer brush as I can because those fuckers were expensive. I want to paint these crossbones a little bit. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. That's good. Okay. This is what we call keeping your tongue in the middle of your mouth in Sweden. Tungan rätt i mun. You have to be very, very careful. There we go.
Nice. It's like kind of a brother relationship, only you can bully your brother, and if there's someone else trying that, you collectively skin the bullies. Yeah, exactly. Nobody bullies another Scandi on my watch. I will literally murder you. Funniest thing is to see a Finna, Sweden, and Norwegian argue amongst each other until I bring up the Danes, and they all come down and agree to hate them together. Yeah, because they're continentals. They're basically German. They're basically German. It's good, just a little lazy. Yeah, I mean, it's Sunday. It's regret day. Like, this is the day where you don't do anything and you regret it. If you're doing something on a Sunday, you're doing it wrong. I'm gonna add another little layer to the base. Just a little bit of pink. So we gotta really get that pink horror look on the base. I don't know why I went with this, but it really does stand out against the Orkz, so I like that. That's also the thing. Like, it's 40k. It can be a planet made of diamonds. Who cares? It's the 40k. It's the 41st millennia. Speaking of we were talking about earlier about linking. How are you not dead? How am I not dead? Like I said, I have the devil's luck. I have a guardian angel working overtime. Absolutely. I would have died like a million times over if I wasn't so lucky. Maybe I should add a little light blue. A little bit of light blue. Some Pilar Glacier to the goggles. That's why I don't drink that much anymore. Like, legitimately, my luck is gonna run out at some point. I don't want that to happen, so easiest way to stop that is to not drink. Also, thank you, meds, for... Oh, no. Ooh. Thank you, meds, for making me happier, I guess. Or less anxious. Okay, we got some lighter blue on the goggles. I do so many things today. Well, not really, but it's annoying things I need to do. Oh god, I gotta pay my bills today. I just realized. Ugh, bill paying. Very inconvenient, very boring. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit, like a couple of other things. We're absolutely doing like a, we're gonna color the bone on Screaming Skull. Let's see if this paint is actually still usable. I don't think it is, but one can dream. Nope. Oh, fuck you, Dirtber Bottles. Let's go with Wraithbone. Oh man, but I have addiction on both sides of my family, alcohol, and you know, what is it called? Mental illness or stuff like that on both sides of my family. So I'm trying very hard to be careful. Lots of depression. They're from Finland after all, one side. And the other side is just depressed. Both my granddads were alcoholics. That's all you get to know about that. Shitty game development. I already up and getting the jam done until 5th. So Human Error, I've known you for a while now. Have you ever actually finished anything? Just kind of putting you on blast right now. Go finish a game. Which orc clan am I building? I don't know. I don't know enough about the orc lore. But they're commandos. So I'm thinking, what are they called? The purple axis or whatever? Oh, commandos. Cheat commandos. Get all the playsets and toys. I don't know enough about the orcs to really know what I'm going for, but I all our playsets and toys. Okay, I think he's practically done-ish. Yeah, purple axis then, maybe, I guess. Purple something. Purple something. Sneaky gits. Yeah, of course, they're commandos.
Sneaky gets, sneaky gets. I'm the snake, yeah, so I'm the best. I'm the...
And the nails are not in a good place on this guy. Now, as we all know, once I get this guy into sunlight, I'm gonna see like a million things that I missed on him. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I think this is fine. I genuinely think this is fine. He's not in any way, shape, or form amazing. But you know what? That's fine. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you guys too. You did a good job. You're doing the best you can. You're doing good. My little frog vacations. Little frog champs. Fine. I guess you are my little frog champ after all. Come here. Ooh. Ooh, that might have been a mistake, but who cares?
Okay. No, I think this guy's done. I'll take better photos of him later. Like in no way, shape, or form is he extraordinary, but he doesn't have to be. Wait, what about these? Is that a drill? Let's make that. You know what you know what he's missing? We all know what he's missing. We all know what he's missing. Everyone here knows what he's missing. I gotta paint it. I can't believe I missed that. Hazard stripes. We need hazard stripes on this guy somewhere. Do I have any yellow? Do I actually have a yellow that's not like... Oh yeah, I do. Flash gets yellow. Let's see if... Okay, if this works, if it comes out, we'll do hazard stripes. If it doesn't... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Every single paint. Every single one. You just ruined. I hate this so much. Oh, God. I have Fire Dragon Bright, but that's like a milky orange. Looks like Filka. No hazard stripes. I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm happy. These guys definitely part of the same. Oh, that's right. I was gonna spruce up the knob a little bit. I gotta spruce him up a little bit. Gotta fix some stuff with him. I think he came out okay. Yeah, let's fix this knob and then we're done. I gotta put some metal on the things in his cap. Okay, got that. A little bit of... Okay, what else did I need to spruce up with this guy? Yeah, with his nails. Yeah, I know, Jans, I'm sorry. No one's more disappointed than I am, but I learned a valuable lesson. Never buy fucking Citadel, and absolutely at no point in time transfer them to dropper bottles you got off Amazon. It ain't gonna work. It's gonna look like garbage. Dry too quickly. Doing this guy's nails. Do they only have 4 fingers? Oh, they have 5 fingers. Look, now he's getting nails. Okay. This is fine. It's fine. Brick break a game and get bricks on explosive death animation. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, you did do something. I'm proud of you. Good work. Alright. So, we have... oh god, we only have like 20 minutes left of this stream. What should we do? What should we do? I feel like not enough time to start playing a game, to be honest. What should we do with the time we have left on this planet? Well, I should clean up, I guess. That's something. Those blood axes. Oh, you were thinking of blood axes. Yeah. But the color is purple or something, right? No, the blood axes. I don't even know. I know so little lore. It's kind of bonkers. It's really kind of bonkers. I could get my old models and show, like, I have some astromech and stuff. Astromech? No, that's not what they call it. I have some admech. But nah. Let's not do that. I'm trying to think of what to do with the time. Maybe we should just end the stream. That's fine too. We can just end the stream. We'll practice the stream for 3 hours. I gotta get ready anyway because I'm meeting up with some people in the afternoon. Might have to do that. Yeah, you know what? This is so close to 3 hours. We'll round things up. I could show something funny. We could do some React to Andy content apparently because some people wanted that. So you know, if you're weird, you can do that. Let me let's watch something. Let's turn on YouTube. I gotta just turn off the camera though because I don't want to accidentally dox myself, which I might do. So there's some things man was just not meant to see, and that is the face of an android frog. Oh my god, there's paints everywhere on my desk now. Okay, let's see here. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Come here. Let's get the browser up and running. Let's see here. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Come here. So what are we watching? Do we do a singing? Dad's Home? No, I haven't seen that. Let's do Za'afu. Let's do Devil Trigger. Or do we do another song? Okay, song request. Frog Dog? No, you decide. Oh no. We're not watching content from 2004 from Newgrounds. Link, he'll come to town. He'll come to save the Princess Zelda. But now our hero is... Okay, let's do Devil Trigger. Can I sing along or should I do the karaoke version? I like this song. How's the audio? Is it too quiet? Let me... That's just asking for epilepsy. Let's see here. Filters. Reverb. Hello. Good and high energy. Yeah, here we go. I'll endure the exile. I can barely hear this song, so I'm gonna have to raise the volume a little bit. Down. Bow.
The darkness of night falls around my soul, and the hunter within loses control. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. The demon inside has a hold of me, clenching its power, trying to break free. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out. Move fast, baby, don't be slow. Step aside, reload, time to go. I can't seem to control all this rage that's inside me. Pulling shots, aiming dots, yeah, I don't miss. Branded by fire, born in the abyss. Red hot temper, I just can't resist all this vengeance inside me.
Sorry. How's the audio? Is it too loud? Is the music too loud, or can you hear my singing? Hi, Cast Return. I've already painted. I already painted my models. We're just finishing the stream. How are you doing? Is that away? All these thoughts running through my head. I'm so fire, things burning red. Frustration is getting mad. Bang, bang, bang. I pull my devil trigger. Embrace the darkness that's within me. No hiding in the shadows anymore. When this wickedness consumes me, nothing can save you and there's no way out. This is better? I'm a wildfire you can tame. Igniting my temper can't put out my flame. There's no way to contain this storm swelling inside me. I'm a bomb you can't defuse. Might just accept you're gonna lose. Can't turn down, I refuse to hold back anymore. All these voices inside of my head, lighting my side and I couldn't red. Frustration is getting me. Bang, bang, bang. I pull my devil trigger. And the night is, it's not over. We fight through to get closer. Like a silver bullet piercing through. I can try to sing that. I'm sorry, I'm mixing. I don't think it sounds very good. I'm very sorry. What's the other one? Virgil's song is "Bury the Light." I can never sing that one well, but I'm gonna try to sing it anyway. We'll go with that one.
Are your employees adding security holes? Take control with ThreatLocker's Zero Trust Endpoint Protection platform. Allow what you need.
Advertise me, baby. Make this a little bit louder so I know how I'm singing. Okay, haven't sung this one like in ages. Yeah, this is the orc that's painting. This is the orc that's singing right now. I know you see how it's like when I turned off the light. It's like super palish blue. It's like very hard to paint. Okay, how does this go? Wait, is there a lyric version for this? Because there are no lyrics. Bury the light lyrics. Sorry, let's start one with the actual lyrics on the. How's the audio? Is it okay? Immortal temptation takes over my mind, condemned, falling weak on my knees, summon the strength of mayhem. I don't know if it's really hard to hear when he's singing, like when he's singing, when he's not. Raise the volume a little bit more. Hope that's not coming through the microphone, but I gotta hear what he's singing. I mean, Virgil, absolute turbo virgin, but no, actually he's had a son. Never mind, Dante's a turbo virgin.
I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation. I am reclaimer of my name, born in flame. I have been blessed. My family crushed as a demon of death. Forsaken, I am awakened, a phoenix ash in dark divine, descending misery, destiny changing time. My family crest is a demon of death.
You gotta be really you gotta make sure you're not deep in your throat when you're growling. You can really ruin your throat doing that.
Inherit the nightmare, surrounded by fate, can't run away. Keep walking the line between the light, led us stray. Through the vacant halls I won't surrender. The truth revealed in ice of ember. We fight through fire and ice forever. Two souls once lost and now they remember.
This song is so long. Here we go. Sorry if it's very scuffed. Again, I don't barely know this song. I unlocked Virgil and I never played as him.
I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation. I am reclaimer of my name, born in flames. I have been blessed. My family crushed as a demon of death. Forsaken, I am awakened, a phoenix ash in dark divine, descending misery, destiny chasing time.
Whoa, that was bad.
Disappear into the night, lost in shadows left behind.
I cannot sing this.
Obsessions pulling me, fading, I know to take what's mine.
Yeah. This is a very, very long song.
Yeah, boy.
A very good song though. Ooh. Yeah, I think my yeah. I think I might be getting close.
No. Shadows of constellation of blood pirouette. Through the graves of those who stand at my feet. Dreams of the black throne I keep on repeat. Relict of dark summoned from the ashes. The puppet master congregates all the masses. Pulling strings, twisting minds as blades hit. You want this power, then come and try to take it. Beyond the trees, fires.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Died, love of bloodline, yes, dark minds embrace, grandson, joy, dust your dim heart, it all destroy.
Yeah, baby! Bury the cringe.
There's a light deep within. Cast aside is no coming home. We're burning chaos in the wind, drifting in the oceans all alone.
I don't know. I love to do karaoke with you guys. It was a lot of fun. Karaoke. Okay, we're doing Kaguya-sama. Well, I love that. That would be cool. What's the name of the song that is before this one with the Metal Gear?
Down, 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 standing here, I realize you are just like me, trying to make history. But who's to judge the right from wrong? Our guard is down, I think we'll both agree that violence breeds violence. In the end, it has to be this way.
I cannot sing this song. It's like right where my voice breaks. I love it, but oh yeah, Collective Consciousness. That one, I'm much better at that one, but let's go through with this one. I am not singing this. I'm not singing this well. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find the right key.
I don't follow your path, you follow your wrath, but really both the same. The world has turned, so many were burned, but nobody is to blame. Lying across this barren, wasted land, a feeling alive.
Oh no, I cannot. I'm so sorry. I have not sung this before, but let's do Collective Consciousness. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Man. Okay, Collective Consciousness. I cannot do that song justice. I do like this one a little bit more though.
The unenlightened masses, they cannot make the judgment call. Give up free will forever, the voices won't be heard at all. Display obedience while never stepping out of line, and blindly swear allegiance. Let your country control your mind. Let country control your soul. Live in ignorance and purchase your happiness. The blood and sweat is the real cost. Thinking ceases, the truth is lost. Don't you worry, you'll be told exactly what to do. I give my people the lives they need. The righteous will succeed.
Thank you, Giannis. Thank you. Yeah, Collective Christmas is a very good remix.
The fires of greed will burn the weak and will make freedom obsolete, making all the fabric of society.
Cannot.
Collective consciousness control as you will see. Mind control. Let your country control your soul. Let your country control your soul. Let your country control your soul. Let your country control your
Okay, here we go. Last song for the day.
教えてよその仕組みを僕の中に誰がいるの壊れたよこの世界で君が笑い何も見えずに壊れた僕なんてさ息を止めてほどけないもうほどけないよ真実さえ振り壊する壊せないくるるくるないあなたを見つけて揺れて歪んだ世界にだんだん僕は透き通って見えなくなって見つけないで僕のことを見つめないで誰が描いた世界の中であなたを傷つかつまないよ覚えていて僕のことを鮮やかなまま
I'm very, very loud. I'm sorry.
無限に広げる孤独が絡まる無邪気に笑った記憶はささた動きない動きない動きない動きない動きない動けないよ Unraveling the world!
Yeah! I'm a weeb. I'm sorry. I admit it. I'm a weeb. This is the Orkz singing, by the way. It's not me. Hehehe
変わってしまった帰れなかった二つが絡まる二人が滅びる壊せる壊せないくるるくるないあなたを汚せないよ揺れて歪んだ世界にだんだん僕 僕は過ぎたって見えなくなって見つけないで僕のことを見つめないで誰かが仕組んだ孤独な罠に未来がほどけてしまう前に思い出して僕のことを鮮やかなまま忘れないで忘れないで忘れないで忘れないで変わってしまったことにパラダイス変えれないことだらけのパラダイス覚えていて僕のことを教えて教えて僕の中に誰がいるの
I gave it my all. I'm sorry. That was probably very, very loud. I'm sorry. I love that song. I love that song. Okay. Whew, I got a headache. So that's the end of the singing for now. Whew. Okay, I gotta get ready to head out, but we're gonna raid someone, right? So let's see who we're raiding. Let's see who's streaming, first of all. Oh, Hollow Knight. Nice.
Oh, sorry, can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Thank you for the head pats, Oxhide. And the stretch. Thank you on this stretch in the water. Thank you. Very based. Let's read Momo. He's a German. He's a German. His accent is very heavy. I love Momo. Okay, that's it. Let's go raid Momo VT. He's playing Hollow Knight. And the raid message is going to be Oshiete, Sono Shikumi wo raid. And of course, if you have the what's it called? Stonks mode, that's what we're going with. Okay, thank you everybody so much for dropping by. I had a lot of fun painting minis. I like doing these sort of early morning streams, which means I have the whole day ahead of me. Thank you, Faraday. Thank you. Glad I managed to see the end of the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you liked the singing. I hope you did. I hope you did, Ariel. Sorry if I went a little too hard on the Unravel. It's a very going hard song. I'm just gonna open Momo's stream so he's not. Oh yeah, he's playing Hollow Knight. Thank you so much everyone for today. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see, because I don't have my usual Monday stuff. I'll get a schedule out before it gets too late tonight. Thank you everybody so much for dropping by. I'll post pictures of the model on Twitter, and I will immediately spot all the things I screwed up. But until then, take care everybody. Love you lots. Love you lots. Quiero. Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.